Okay, so here we have listed visibly 3 characters. Magnus, Chris, may come in late. He's driving home right now. He basically was like, I'm not going to make it. But last time he said that, he just hopped in from a cruise ship and it was totally awesome. So you never know. That could happen. But anyway, I don't know. Let's just do the whole character introduction thing again, just in case. I mean, anyway, but for people that aren't familiar, of course, we got to start with Homer. So what are you doing? What are you playing?
All right. I'm Homer. I'm role-playing as Yak, who is role-playing as a halfling. He's actually part goblin, part gremlin. But he covers that up pretty well with one of his normal size, but oversized for him, wizard hats. Yak is almost 4 foot, enjoys sneaking at night and long walks where he's flanking someone. He's got a cast for a rogue, having mostly grown up on the streets after his mom pulled the ultimate prank and abandoned him. With the Vanguard, he also always has some kind of unique it. Most of all, Yug loves a prank more than anything else.
Beautiful. That was really good. Refined it at this point.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been slowly...
That's great. Okay, there's a new character up there, Alex. What's that about?
That's right. And I'm probably not going to be able to meet my new character is going to be Lyrian. He's a artificer. And if I don't say that right, correct me in the comments. The more the better. Either way, he's kind of a little bit of a whack job, right? He has these like works where in most cases he's going to put his foot in his mouth and he doesn't really understand that he's doing it. Think of like almost like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, right? And he has a lot of like intelligence skill-based things, so he's more of a know-it-all, but he's also a little bit paranoid too. The one thing I will totally let on is he has the he has one of the ancestry traits, which is echolocation, and his paranoia causes him to go like quite often just to like get his surroundings. So oftentimes he'll just be like right behind somebody and just scare him with like a
lovely, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, he makes friends easy, you can tell.
So yeah, like everyone probably thinks it's like a tick, but it's like actually echolocation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a tick.
That's awesome.
That's pretty funny. I like that. Okay. All right, cool. And then I'm Cody. I'll be running the game. Lately, it's been Alex running these babies, and he's been doing a great job. And I've been just sitting in the player seat, and it's great. So we'll see if they let me back at all after today. Okay. So
happy to play.
So basically, you guys were given. You don't have a lot to work on, and honestly, it seems like kind of you're almost just caught up running errands, it feels like, with this report. Basically, you found out a little secret that's kind of fun. They're making a statue of Aetos, the archmage that like saved Enza, and it's awesome. Like, it's gonna be sick, it's gonna be really big, and like no one's really gonna be a big unveiling thing for Enza in general. That's gonna be super cool. But so you guys got let in on that, and the reason why is because there's a very specific like ultra sculptors that live on like a little cliffside area that Anya, like Vanguard officials have been kind of like in communication with back and forth, and they set up the contract to actually get the statue working on it. And then it's been a little bit now. It's been some time, and it's already kind of past the deadline of when it should have been done. So basically, Anya pulled you aside, let you in on the fun little secret that will be this awesome, like honorific of Aetos, and asked you to go check the place out and make sure everything's fine. They don't want to send scouts to do it because scouts are kind of busy right now with a lot of the stuff that's going on. And also, Anya wasn't comfortable like trusting the secret to scouts because lately they've been a little bit unreliable as well. So yeah, so basically that's your whole shtick. You're gonna go to a place renowned by locals, at least. It is called, it's literally just like a quarry on a cliffside, and it's called High Reach Crags is the place. There's like just a whole bunch of sculptors, and they are, they just do their thing where they work on the statue. So that's a thing. You've got directions on how to get there and all that. It's really just making the trip there and checking it out so far.
So like the size of the statue is like Statue of Liberty, or like just slightly human size?
Right.
How big is the statue?
It is quite large. It is not Statue of Liberty size, but it's like probably like 100 feet tall kind of deal. Like it's pretty big. Yeah.
Okay. Is it all in one piece, or is it going to be? Is it being shipped to Enza? Like, there's a quarry, they're cutting out, sculpting it, and then shipping it, or how?
They would make the entire statue there because it's easiest for them to make it there. They've got all their tools and their setup or whatever there. So they're going to make the entire thing, and then literally just several wagons like bring this thing over to Enza, covered up, and then they were going to like set it up, still covered up, and then unveil it at some big public event thing kind of thing. It's a testament to Aetos' sacrifice that despite all the stuff that's going on right now, like there's still hope kind of thing. So it would have been awesome, and it is going to be awesome. But yeah, they don't know what's going on with that. So y'all were sent to check on that. So those are you collect or do or anything like that before you actually head off?
To the quarry, it's a quarry on the, did you say on the coast or was it a cliff edge? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it is a bit of a cliff edge. There's like a awesome waterfall that kind of just like flows down and is carved out a little bit of a canyon there. And then there's like little quarry at that cliff edge. So there's like the quarry, an open area, and then like the cliffside with water and stuff. And it's where they do all their stuff there.
Okay. I'm not sure.
This sounds very innocuous. I don't think I'd have anything particularly, just like behind schedule, go check it out. Yeah. Someone we know can keep a secret.
Right. Cool.
That's why it's us. Not even like a dangerous secret. Yes. What could possibly go wrong?
Right. Yeah. Secrets always make friends. It doesn't matter what kind of secret it is. Okay. Well, if, whatever, later you change your mind and you're like, oh no, I should have grabbed this thing. I just didn't think about it. Just let me know. We'll see if we can work.
Does Lyran need anything?
So I don't think Lyran needs anything. He's a gnome who kind of has everything. If you think of him like a big just bag of holding, more or less. He has an app for that. He's the app.
That's funny.
And it's Lyran, not Lyrian. So it's just Lyran.
Oh, I do mean it to be Lyrian.
Lyrian. Okay. That's good. That's more natural for me.
I just spelled terribly.
No, I feel like you nailed it.
You spelled it Lyrian, but I thought you had. I wasn't sure how you were saying it. So.
Yeah, you're good. And somebody who, as soon as he came over with Enza, he's a gnome, but as soon as Enza pretty much ditched Enza for a little bit to just search the land, and now he's back after a decent amount of time, and that's why he's level 3. I figured I'd say that too because that feels kind of important.
That's sick.
Okay. Has Yogg had any interactions with him so far? Or he just recently?
I'm not sure. He might have seen Yogg maybe at the start if he was leaving. He's a little bit of a crazier type of person. He's got quirks on quirks on quirks. So if we did, he would probably want a reintroduction.
Okay. Well, Yogg was late to join after we came here. So I don't think they probably know each other. So maybe we should have a little chat on the way.
Oh yeah.
And also, he's a gnome, right? So
yes,
we both have short legs. I'm thinking we probably are gonna be traveling by carriage or cart or something. We're probably not gonna want to walk on our feet if that's reasonable to,
Oh yeah.
to do.
Yeah. I am also a short-legged person who doesn't have that much speed, so a cart sounds great. You probably honestly have way more slow guy.
No, Yogg isn't like some of my other regular movement guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would
well, then I'm
say,
thinking. Yeah. Sorry.
I was basically just gonna say, maybe even a little bit comically, I'm gonna say one of you was late to the whole debrief with Anya. You can decide who it was and why. Well, one of you was late, but Anya did make for you, knowing she would have seen whoever did show up and just be like, okay, this is going to take forever if we don't give you some sort of transportation. So yeah, be like, yeah, go stable. And then maybe you guys are cool. So who was late and why?
If you're okay with this, Alex, can I be late, but you were even more late?
Yeah, that would be awesome. I would burst in the door, the 5th door that I find. Anya!
Yeah. So I'm it's halfway past when the meeting, halfway through the length of the meeting. It's Yogg is gonna show up late, and then a minute later, but then I'm gonna pretend I was there the whole time and be like, oh, you're so late. And then also I'm thinking Anya's horses or something. Then when we go down there, I'm gonna be like, so we got a cart, because like I don't want to ride a horse. So like she didn't even get us a cart. We're gonna take a cart instead.
Yeah, that's all. Like the horses she got are these ones here, and they're like all like they're like war horses, just absolute beasts. And you guys like see the cart over there, and he's like, I mean, they're right here. You can just have these horses.
You forgot to hook up the. Do you see on my legs? But I can't like. That's not gonna work.
Oh, right. Okay. Give me just a second, and he instead, and it's like an open cart. Like it's not hooded. It's not a wagon even. It's like a trailer.
Yeah. Like the dirtiest. It was, it's carried manure in the past at some point.
Yeah. It's like, you guys sure this is the one you want? I mean,
there's no other carts. I'm not riding it.
That's a good point.
Anyway, we get a cart. You were supposed to get us something nice, but if this is all you have, then we'll have to just go with it.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm so sorry. Can we not tell Anya about this? Obviously, this is a huge oversight for me. It's not going to reflect good on me,
Well, you owe me one, but I won't tell her.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good. Well, here you go. I'm going to go away.
So
you've got your cart.
I'm going to look and be like, he smelled bad. The cart. It's a good one.
He always smells bad. It's okay. So you said your name was Lyrian? I don't think we've met before.
Lyrian, yes, that's the name. Yog, it's good to see you. You said we haven't met before. Looking familiar to me. Never mind.
If we met before, it probably was in a past life, and I've turned over a new leaf.
Hey, well, I'm glad to see. What leaf? Is it tobacco?
Yeah, like a little bag of tobacco. This is for you. To our new friendship.
I knew we would get along great. Snatch out a little bit and give it to him too.
And I'm gonna say that last part in Gnomish too. Does he know speak Gnomish? Okay.
I do. I actually speak Gnomish and Dwarvish. And for some reason he accidentally, like, when he's speaking Gnomish, right, he accidentally lets a slip in. Like he kind of learned both of them at the same time from his parents. So it's just like he has a Dwarvish accent to his Gnomish language. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yog is not a problem.
Whoa.
And what about Halfling? I'm also fluent in Halfling.
Nope.
Any of the short races. Anything so. But my Halfling is like a really heavily accented though, and he actually sometimes messes it up. Even though he's fluent in Halfling, he like didn't pick it up, and he picked it up like overhearing stuff, pretending to be like a Halfling. So he didn't learn it in like a normal way. You would learn it like either growing up or like in a school or something.
Nice. And honestly, Lyrian's a really, really good listener, and he's gonna try to absorb as much info as he possibly can. And he's gonna be like, that's amazing. If you ever want to teach me some halfling sometime, I would love to get a little bit of pick of your brain. But I'm also like tinkering with something in my pocket, and you're gonna see me like pull out just a little bit of a vial, but it's empty. And I'm gonna say, you like potions?
Sure, I'll try anything once.
I'm actually a little bit of a special artificer, an apothecary. Do you want to bless? Or do you want a bane?
Should I drink them at the same time, or?
No.
Hey, I'll try. Is the bane something I can apply onto a weapon or something, or is it something I drink? I can do either.
It'll be a potion, spell bomb, or poison.
I am a big fan of poisons. Do you ever need? If you ever need ingredients of anything, I actually have quite a variety of not so common, plants and herbs and things.
Ooh, I knew we were friends. But yeah, he'll just hand over a bane. Bane, right? Is that the one you wanted?
Okay. Yeah,
totally. Sure. And the target subtracts a D4 on the next check they make within 1 minute of you banning them.
Is there something I basically I throw at them? It's just like
a potion, a spell bomb, or a poison, whichever one you wanted. That's what I would have made. It only takes me a minute to make it.
Nice, that's cool.
A poison that I would have to get them to consume, I assume.
I would either like a weapon, or maybe they have to drink it. It's
that
not
could come in
too
use.
Specific.
Right.
Okay, let's do a poison. You said it subtracts a D4 from a check?
Yes.
The next check. Yeah, okay, awesome.
Nice. I think it's for a minute too, right? Is that what you said? So that's pretty good. So basically, I don't really, if and when it comes to it, I don't care how it's applied. It'll basically just be like, now you have the option to give that status effect however, like it'll make sense. Who cares? I won't be picky about it. So that sounds awesome.
Heck yeah. And that counts as like one of my infusions, but it only costs me a mana to be able to do an infusion. So if you don't use it today, then it'll go away.
Okay.
So you might
First quite right, and it like, evaporates or something.
Right. It's currently leaking.
Your alcohol, actually.
I'm just crazy, actually. I'm not even.
No, I mean, just someone, like, if they just drank,
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
True.
Yeah, it might be the original Bane.
that would sting pretty bad on a weapon, too. I'd mess that.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Sanitize the wound at the same time.
Yeah. Cut someone's arm off and just like, don't worry, you're sanitized. You're sterile. You're good.
So then you cut off if they're sterile.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, right. I forgot. So
We can
one
fast
thing that
forward
is
now, I'm
important. No, one thing that is important, the like head contact and like sculptor guy, like the contractor, I guess you'd say, kind of thing. His name was Proctor Vane, and he's like specifically the one that Anya has been like communicating with back and forth. She has not talked like people from his team at all, just him. Yeah, I guess that was the only other important thing I missed for the debrief. Dr. Vane. Yep.
Okay. If it were to come up, would we have an idea of how much ends up paid for this? Or how the payment's working?
Right now, it's kind of a thing where Anya was weirdly like, didn't give you the details on that, but you're pretty insightful, especially Yogg, for this kind of thing. And I'd say that you'd probably guess that it was something like a favor and not necessarily money. It's probably like maybe just like a guaranteed protection thing, like we're gonna look out for you, don't worry, kind of thing. Probably something like that, but you really don't know.
Ooh, I hate that in a good way. If you know what I mean. Anyways.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Okay.
Should we?
But yeah.
Ooh. And we just haven't heard from them in a while. Or we have heard from them, but it's behind schedule.
So I'd say it's been like there's been like updating every day, especially through we'll say they've like made the equivalent of like sending stones specifically for when Proctor Vane like has a contract with people, and he's like very good about updating them like daily kind of thing. Like we made this much progress today.
Okay.
And it's like insane. Like this guy is already known for like he did this statue in a couple days kind of thing, and it's absolutely absurd. So yeah, he basically just like keeps the client updated nonstop. So there hasn't been any comment. I said was like, yeah, I loaded on the cart, and then we're good to go kind of thing. And then it's been like 3 days since that, and absolutely no contact. And right away, Anya's like, this is nowhere near right. Something's up for sure.
We probably already have like my mind just blinked on the word, the thing that the statue goes on. That's probably all done and like cordoned off, waiting for the big, come and attach it and unveil ceremony and stuff.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. Well, I think I'm gonna probably, as we're getting closer, I'm hearing and say like, maybe we've been chatting off and on about different things. I'm gonna say like, hey, this guy's super communicative. 3 days with no contact. How worried are we? Is this something we need to approach with a little more stealth, or should we just go in, cart a banging?
That's hard to decide. Somebody who's usually keeping in touch, not keeping in touch. I don't like it. Sounds stupid.
Keep going. How heavy is this? Like a main road, or is it like an offshoot and it's like worry from here?
It is. So there's a bit of a village pretty near that. As far as you guys were told, like you don't know if there's any normal villagers. Like they all just thrive on like doing these sculptures, and that's like who lives in the village. And a lot of them are, a lot of the reason why is because it's like main and some gnomes. So it's like people that have like grown up in the mines or like crafting things, and then this whole village came about, and basically it's just accumulated a bunch of wealth really quickly because they're insanely talented and just like got together to do it. So the village itself is almost all sculptors, but it is pretty nearby the quarry, and it's like a relatively main road. It's not like you don't have to wade through the woods or anything crazy really to get there at all.
Hi, Liren, I'm feeling a little peckish. Maybe we should stop by that little village up there and get a bite to eat and I don't know how much you leave Enza, but it's usually good when you haven't been there before to be a little more subtle about who you're representing, and and I'm not gonna pull out of my bag like dirty farmer type clothes and be like, you tend to get a lot better pricing sometimes, or worse. We should maybe scope it out in our dirty cart before we kind of know who we are.
Says, all right, I'm going to trust you. But if this goes poorly, you just rely on my smart wit and fast mouth. I've never had that fail me before.
Somehow, I believe you're exactly right.
Everyone always knows what I'm talking about.
Can I roll for disguise or something? Or,
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna try to. Can I try to disguise myself as a gnome?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
And I'll put on the dirty clothes.
Okay. Yeah, this role will kind of work for both of you here.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. Never mind. That I was like, why are all my skills weird? Sorry about
Everything's
that.
wrong.
I accidentally clicked. Yeah, I know. I was like, different.
Daggerheart? This isn't even the right game. Very good. Okay.
Hey, Lyrian, how do I look? Do I look like your brother?
Just gonna take a double take. He's gonna do all of the twisting and turning, and he's gonna be like, I'd call that a gnome. You got one little problem with the nose, but you got it down.
Right. You're Lyrian, so I'm Sneerian.
That's me in the morning.
I'll be your younger brother. So I'm probably even a little shorter than you. So
There you go. So
you
now
can take the lead.
you're both dolled up in relatively not necessarily dirty, but raggedy-ish looking.
Worn.
Yeah, definitely worn, average peasantish clothes, to be honest. You're a step above homeless right now. Definitely lower class. And yeah, Yogg, you're pulling off the halfling vibe real good. That would be everyone's first thought for sure. So yeah, you're seeing this. Actually, realistically, you would see a few things first here. As you're approaching, you're kind of turning around a more mesa style cliff. You're kind of turning the road around that way. You can hear water flowing. And then it's once you see the edge of the village, and then as that expands in your vision a little bit further, as you continue traveling around this bend, you actually see just a huge statue of just a super buff, it looks like a Greek Roman kind of statue, and a waterfall, and it's looking a little something like this. Yeah, a little something like that. Once it's finally unveiled and you can kind of see more than just the village, that's kind of what you're seeing in the distance. I guess that'd be a little bit zoomed in technically, but yeah. So you're arriving to this area. You're seeing the village. As you're approaching the village, there's a little while where you're already expecting to see some people, and you see and hear nothing.
Oh, Lyrian, do you think, I'm going to point to the statue, you think they've met Dad before? Just like us, right?
I thought this looked familiar. Do you think it's a little bit maybe weird? We haven't seen anyone yet? Are the lights still on? He asked the DM.
Yes, there are a few spots that still have lights on. It's like every other house has some lighting.
Okay. Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep, we can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
You don't look like you're in the car.
No, I just got home a little bit ago. Just got home.
Timing.
Nice. Are you
God,
safe
that
to
was a
be
long
here?
drive. What's that?
I said, are you safe to be here? Is there anything?
No, shoot. That was one of the first games. I was like, yeah, I'm in at. So yeah, no, she's good with it. Ready to go to bed herself.
That's awesome. All right.
I'm wired up. I just had an energy drink, so I can make the last bit of the drive. So
Yes.
I'm all wired up, ready to go.
Now you're home. You're not driving anymore. Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done
Can I
so much
explain?
traveling this last month and a half. I'm done.
Yeah. What were we saying, Homer?
Can I explain how he got here? I have an idea.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So I'm thinking, does Magnus and stuff, right?
No, that was the first one. That was my first.
Okay.
Yeah,
Man,
this
okay. I'm just kidding.
this Magnus is a little bit more out of the limelight, really stealthy. Doesn't like to be the center of attention type of person.
Okay. Well, then I still have, that was, okay, then I'm going to say, my thought is, so Yogg was super late to the briefing. and then Lyrian was like even later than I was. I'm thinking immediately after we left, she reached out to Magnus and was like, "Can you go keep an eye on these two?" And so like maybe even Magnus got to, like you think so we were supposed to in our briefing we were like told to like go get like the fastest horse, and instead we got a cart so we could just relax on the cart on the way here. I'm thinking if this is okay with the DM, Magnus got an actual fast horse to catch up, and like we put on this disguise. He already passed us, and maybe like he comes riding, like as we're riding up in the cart, he comes riding past us on a horse up towards the town or something.
Yeah, I love that. Honestly, it'd be a horse. Maybe that's something. Yeah, just
Magnus is Batman, so
you can be there either way. No, that's hilarious. I totally agree, though. He's like, you know, you were halfway there, and he caught up to you at this point still, and like, you know, arrives there. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
But okay, so a bit of a briefing for Magnus, for Chris and Magnus. Basically, this place we're looking at here, I don't know if you're already in. Okay, you're on your way, but that's okay. You'll see when you get in here. There's like a scene already laid out kind of thing. Basically,
that's human.
Well,
I don't know.
Are you?
No, I'm a machine.
I've never had it ask me that.
That's interesting.
Okay. All right, I should be in right now.
Oh, sweet. Oh, perfect. Cool. So basically, this place is a little village that is just like absolutely renowned sculptors, dwarves and gnomes kind of thing. And this sculpture, you'll see once you're all set here, is a commissioned sculpture specifically of the Archmage Aetos from Enza. And this is supposed to be a secret. You guys got let in on the secret because there's been like absolutely no, there's been like a huge off. And Ani was like, you guys need to go check that out. Something's weird. I can already tell, kind of thing. You don't really have details otherwise. So you're pretty much caught up. Any questions?
No, I think I'm ready to go. I'll just jump right in. Let's
You just missed
All
some
right,
goofy role play. That's it.
so who
Oh, yeah. Okay, so what's happening? Okay, so when you arrive, either on foot or on horseback, your call. When you arrive, you see Yogg and this new guy that maybe you've seen before, maybe not. But basically, they're just like sitting in a dirty cart that was used to haul manure. Like it's a trailer. It's not. It doesn't have a covering. It's not a wagon. Like that, just pulled by a horse. That's not a strong horse by any means. And they're like chatting back and forth. So I don't know, Alex. Maybe you want to introduce, like maybe you see Magnus or something. I don't know. Do your thing. Go crazy.
Definitely. So Lyrian's a little bit of a strange person. Not just because he, was born that way, but because he just does this random like quirk, right? And it's probably even starting to annoy Yogg, you never know. But all the time he lets out these little like echo location screeches because he's like extra paranoid. So like he would see you coming up a little bit and the first thing you would hear is
okay.
And then once you heard that, he would see you through his blinds turn around. And then that's what
I think you caught it just before the disguises too, because that'll actually make a little more sense.
Let's see. How am I showing
True.
up? Yeah, so I'll be on horseback. Just a black like stallion type of horse. Nothing fancy at all. But I was. Most people probably wouldn't hear me coming at all. Like you would typically think you'd hear a horse coming from home, but like there's something about this horse that like he'd be shocked to see that you turned around and saw him right away like that.
So in this cart, you're seeing Yogg, who is disguised as a halfling, but I think disguised as a gnome instead of a halfling. And I think I'm disguising him, but if you just recognize him anyway, like to disguise himself too much, like him basically. But both of them are wearing just kind of like raggedy, kind of older looking clothes. So them in the cart together, basically.
Yeah, I'll just come up and I'm like, so I was told to meet you along the way. Is that what does that smell? Yogg? Is that you or the cart?
No, that guy at the stable smelled so bad.
Oh
wait.
yes, okay.
Like turn around. There's like still a little pile. I'm just kind of kick it off. Oh, that explains the
Earl
whole
is
time.
poop on the cart currently.
I've actually been sitting here for at least over a minute, so I've been identifying everything around me. I'm gonna be like, it's actually from a stallion, about almost 4 days old now.
Oh, that's quite impressive. You can tell from the smell.
Yag, who's your friend? What do we do?
Sorry. So, Lyrian, this is Magnus. Magnus, this is Lyrian. And you like my nose? While I'm like this, my name is Sneerian. I am Lyrian's. I'm pretending to be Lyrian's younger brother.
Well, okay. You still look like Yog to me, but okay, that is fine. I guess I can see you've somewhat disguised yourself. Maybe it's the smell. I don't know.
Should I have rolled
I think
around
you just
more?
said that's a familiar smell.
I
But-
have
but-
eight.
Where are we headed to? I was just told to come this way because you guys were heading this way to catch you.
So we're headed to High Reach Cags. So this little town here is basically all of the sculptors for the quarry, and they're all like they're super good, super awesome, and they're building this like statue of Aetos. He pronounces it wrong, by the way. That's Yog. Anyways, of Aetos, and
It's 8 toes.
Yeah, 8
Aetos?
toes.
So Aetos. So they were supposed to be done already. They basically, the last message was, "Hey, it's practically done. We'll be there any minute." And then it's been 3 days with no contact. Usually every single day, this Proctor Vane, sends some kind of message to Anya about this whole deal. And now 3 days of no word. So we're basically just here to check it out. And we thought we'd stop by to eat and maybe not look too much Vanguard-y, so we could maybe learn something. But we're noticing it looks awfully quiet up there.
Yes. Well, coming in on a maneuver way to not be noticed. I'm guessing.
Look, I'm good at disguise.
It's
Don't be seen, be smelled.
Yes. I'm in this cart, and I will let my stallion go. Room right there behind you. Oh,
You can
and
be
I'm
the
just gonna kind of
stepbrother.
get him. I'm like, oh, what is? Kicking some more manure out of the way.
Definitely not mine. That was not mine.
All right, yeah. So I'll just jump in with you guys right here.
Okay. Well, do you want to actually? I'm feeling a little bit nervous because it's not even like this. This is a small city or small town or small village.
Yeah.
And there's no movement at all. Like we see no one out moving or anything.
Suspiciously quiet.
You don't see a thing. In fact, in closer inspection, you're noticing that every now and then, like certain buildings, you're seeing windows open and even doors open.
Would Magnus? Yeah, I think Magnus would probably think about it, but from reports and stuff like that, I'd want to be looking for signs of Reapers, just because of the one village that we came upon that appeared to be emptied, and then they saw those zombie-like bodies. I'd want to start looking for signs of anything like that.
Okay. As you guys are making your way in, go ahead, give me maybe investigation or awareness or whatever else you could reason.
I actually.
You might get annoyed asking me for any serious skill checks. I'm just letting you know.
That's good.
I think I don't think I would necessarily be annoyed with Lyrian's noises, but I would also, in a moment like this, want to be quiet since this village is so quiet. So basically, Magnus is going to hop in, and then I'm going to hop out and kind of go off into the grass or along the woods or along the cliff face or something and try to, if I could roll stealth, basically. If I can try to sneak in closer.
Okay,
So
sure.
I caught you guys like right at the edge of the village is where I caught up with you guys.
Yeah. And I will let you
Oh,
know
then, yeah.
how. I will let you know how bad the echolocation is because it can be heard from 100 spaces away. That's how loud it is.
Wow.
Can you do the little squeak
Oh.
thing?
That's sick. Okay, so the stealth thing.
Not if we're trying to be sneaky.
Yeah, so I thought we still had a ways to go still to get there, so I've gotten in the cart at this point now.
Fair enough.
Say you slowly keep moving forward. Let's slow the cart down even more, and we'll go sneak ahead and scout things out.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one's gonna sneak up on him. If not even you can, then nobody can probably.
True.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'll stick with the cart. I can be while you guys sneak in if you want.
give us a.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled well.
Here's an awareness check.
I'd gonna add 5 to that one for a 9.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll awareness and stealth, or just one, or what would you like?
I'd say close this situation out. Remind me though, the one thing I did miss there was it awareness for Lyrian as well to scout from the cart and make that was?
Yep, that was my awareness check.
Okay, all right, cool. So, Yogg, you feel especially stealthy. You're like, man, no one's hearing me. And basically, Magnus, it'd be easy for Magnus to tell you, yeah, no one's hearing you because no one's here. You guys are looking around and everything is, well, you see no one. You're looking for signs specifically of the like reapers and stuff like that. And I'd say that Magnus might even have a bit of like a, almost like a PTSD anxiety for a second, because it's like this sounds right. Like this is lining up with that for sure. There's no one around. Like I said, doors are left open. The place seems completely empty.
Oh yeah, this feels so reapery. Well, even bodies this time though?
You do not see any bodies.
And after 3, this will help give us timing. Would we see any candles or lanterns or any sources of light on this time of day?
What time of day is it?
So it is pretty close to like the scene actually as well. So it's like it's nearly sunset. You got a few hours of daylight still to check this place out. But yeah, it's like there are a few places that have lanterns or candles lit still. Many have gone out, and the only ones that are left are ones that you can tell are like intentionally long burning kind of deals. So like it's been roughly like 3 days. Like it's been a few days.
Okay.
There probably wouldn't be any candles, but they'd have to be like.
Yeah.
Anyways, they could be magical though. They could have been like some kind of slow burning material. So.
True, right?
We live in a
I would
fantasy.
say if it are that way, it's for reasons like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. At that point, I would just telepathically, reach.
Yes, that's me.
Yeah.
Wait, where's that coming from?
I'd be like, it appears as if no one's here right now. So please go ahead and come join us up here. Maybe you can use your location thing and sense someone closer up here.
Oh, certainly. Away! And then I'm just gonna like whip the horse a little bit, and it like gets up just like one little step closer, just up, and eventually I'm over there.
Magnus, if you can keep your mind on me or something like that, I actually think if it makes any sense, I maybe want to get like on a rooftop or something and do some like going from rooftop to rooftop to try to get a better view, but also get a little bit deeper in.
Yeah, I can. I'll just as long as spaces I can reach out to you, and so I can talk to you, but you won't be able to talk back until I talk to you. So I'll just check in with you.
We've worked out together, so like when you feel me near the edge, like you'll probably tell me, and I might slow down or turn whatever direction to make sure I never leave that range.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I'll just try to go see if there's like maybe like a town square down in here.
Okay.
I would just try to go look around for any signs of like the aberrations or whatever that I remember seeing from the Reaper stuff.
Okay, that's right. And I will say, so far, you haven't seen any kind of like time or space distortions that you have equated with the Reaper's presence before. So far, you haven't found anything that is like that. You head down that way. There's one building specifically that you can tell is like a social area. And it looks, honestly, you find a tavern. There's like a little area, the social area, and then there's one tavern that has a couple doors at the front door. Like the place looks really nice. It's like really welcoming. You're noticing a lot of the buildings are super nice. Like this is a very small village, but all the buildings are like immaculately built. They're like amazing. But yeah, these tavern doors are just like wide open, and you peek in the tavern, and almost right away you're hit with like a pretty gross, like rancid meat kind of smell as it just kind of like crosses your nostrils, and you kind of inhale it, and it's like a sting, and you're like, ugh, that's rough. And you look in this tavern, and you realize that this place was abandoned with a bunch of meals on the tables. and they're all just like rotting now. So you see like there's a couple tables that were even turned over completely. There's chairs that were turned over. What was once obviously a like busy, maybe a dinner rush or lunch rush or something like that, seems to have been just like almost violently abandoned.
Do we all see this?
I'd say so, if you're all there.
Definitely. I would try to keep up with Magnus doing as well. And if I seen something like that, or somebody was like about to walk into a building, I'd like try to put my hand in front of them and be like, hold on, let me check it out. And then I'm just gonna like pull a monocle out of my shirt pocket here, bring it right up to my eye, and just twist it just right so that it fits right in my eye socket, and it begins to glow. And it's one of my infusions, which is revealing. Equip to your, you activate the item activated, and you can see invisible creatures, writing, and symbols within 5 spaces. They all become visible.
Oh, so, sick.
That's cool.
I'm like looking around with my invisible detector right here for any invisible writing, creatures, or anything like that in 5 spaces from me. Just like, wait, don't go in.
Oh, that's awesome. You put this thing on.
Yeah, that's.
You look through this tavern, and as soon as this thing's adjusted, you feel, you know how this thing works, and you like, as soon as the magic's like pushed through it to the point that it actually functions. I don't know. You'll have to tell me how Lyrian reacts to this, but basically, you find just like standing in the middle of the tavern, one ghost of a guy. He's just standing there, looking at you guys.
Oh, does he see me while I'm seeing him?
It seems like he's looking at you, but he looks really out of it.
Okay, so I'm fascinated by the most ridiculous things, right? So I'm just gonna be looking around, seeing a ghost, and then I'm gonna be like, oh, gents, this is a masterpiece. Specters such as this. And then I'm just gonna point over into the like wherever this ghost actually is to Magnus, like hitting him on the side a little bit, and be like, do you see this here? Knowing that he doesn't.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be looking out. I'm like, see what? What am I looking at? What am I looking for?
And
Because I'm outside that range of where I can speak loud. So just understand, anything you hear me saying, it's all telepathic.
okay, totally. And I'm gonna take my monocle off if you're anywhere near, and just try to like jump upwards to see if I can get it closer to your eye, and be like, there, do you see? And I'm just like a like 40 to 50-year-old gnome too. So like I'm getting, in my adventuring years, I'm like kind of at the end of them for this guy. I don't really know how old gnomes get, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of squat down. I'll be like, what's it? Like, stay still. Like, I can't see when you're moving it around like that.
Yeah, there's like one flame just right where you can like see through it for a second, and like instantly you just get like just like little pins and needles on your back because you realize that you're like there's someone in the room. Like you can't a ghost in the middle of this tavern kind of thing. And then like finally see it. And it's an older guy too.
This is right, dude. And he's like seeing you guys fumble around. But yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I'd be like, y'all, quickly, here, there's a ghost. I don't know how many more are here, but I just saw a ghost.
I'm not going to hold your ghost. That's weird. You can have... I can see the ghost. Yeah.
No, come here, quickly. Come to this tavern. I don't know how many, but there's a ghost here.
Okay. He's going to be coming back because he was going to come... He was thinking about the time that there was like a kid in the place. So he was probably keeping an eye out for any sort of like sanctuary or like place of refuge. And I think maybe that bell tower kind of on the left of that image, he's like wondering what exactly that building is. So he was going to come back, but he's like last time there was stuff going on there. So he's coming back to be like, hey, let's try to find something, but I'm getting really spooked. So like, let's go together type of a deal.
Yeah,
definitely. And I'll hold out my monocle if you want to see the ghost, but it's also connected to a chain. So I imagined I was like bringing it up to Magnus, and it was like, I'm taking it over to it too.
Yeah, but I mean, if you guys look through the thing, you can see that there's just it looks just like an old, confused old guy, ghost, like right in the middle of the tavern, basically looking in your direction, seemingly looking at you, but hardly like I don't know, cognitively recognizing you, I guess.
Have you had any of you? Wow, have any of you ever dealt with a ghost such as this? Just more intrigued than anything.
He's just
No.
wearing. He's like not like a soldier or anything like that.
He seems to be, he's an old dwarf, and he seems to have like an apron on that's like a blacksmithing apron, but it looks like it's been repurposed a little bit. It's gone on. It looks like just a blue collar guy, you know.
Can you speak? Does he speak to you? Can you speak to him?
We'll give that a try. Actually, I know a little, and I'll just say like something in Dwarvish out in the open and be like, "Bar's closed."
Bar's closed. And he kind of like, you notice he actually like does kind of like tilt his head up towards you, and like his eyes widen a little bit, and he's like just looking at you for a second. Really no expression, and you just hear, "Run."
Do we all hear run?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just gonna look back at the guys. He's friendly.
I'm just gonna kind of would I be able to? No, I don't want to use that yet because I don't want to use any mana points yet. I'll hold off. I'll just kind of stay a little bit more alert right now.
I mean, what would you like to do?
Well, I was gonna use. I was gonna say I wanted to do my mind sense to see if I could maybe like sense anything, because mind sense lets me. I don't know if it lets me see. You know the creature of the location of any creature. I just don't know if it lets me do that with invisible. So I don't want to. I don't think it does.
I get you. Hold the mana and make a spell check. We'll see if you can do your best to do this without Magnus literally like fully investing himself in it, just to see.
Well, it's not a spell check for mind sense.
I know.
I just spend an AP and I spend an MP.
Yeah, I know. If you don't want to use
how well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Because you've still got the ability. This will just be a modified awareness check, basically.
It's almost like a fate roll.
So that's really good. Okay.
Good.
I will say for a brief moment, it's not something that you can hold on to and it's fleeting, but for a brief moment, you can tell that there is this person, and
it would only be within 20 spaces that I'd be able to sense anything. So it's only in a 20 space area.
Okay. Yeah. I basically, for a brief flicker of time, you would realize that this person it exists, and without committing more to it, it's really just this person in your area.
If I can say something in response to run, in Dwarvish, even though I can't see him right now, right? But I've seen him, so like, old one, tell me what I run from so I know where to go.
Okay. And in the same awesome ethereal voice, I'm not going to do it all the time because it'll be kind of annoying. But, in the same awesome voice, he's basically just like, he seems a little bit confused still. It looks like it takes him a second to form words. And he just like holds his chest really tight, like he's feeling like a bit of pain there. And he's just like, I have to run. I can't. I don't remember.
Where is everyone else, old father?
And he takes a second, holds his head a bit farther, and he's just kind of like looks around the room, and you see him slowly walk to just like a little side room, and he kind of just disappears.
Did he just walk straight through a wall?
Oh yeah, but you can tell that it's a room that you can access, but the door's shut.
Can I be obnoxious for a second and follow him?
Oh yeah.
I have another magical infusion that's called Ghost Walk. So I would actually follow him with a... You become incorporeal your next turn. While incorporeal, you have physical resistance half, and you can move solid objects as if they were difficult terrain. And if you start your turn in a solid object, you get pushed out of it.
That is awesome. Who has the monocle right now? Is it still Lyrian after showing?
I'm not sure if my infusions work if I'm not technically holding them.
Oh, I gotcha.
Other than
so
my alchemy stuff that I know I can give away.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, okay, that's awesome. So basically, you see this guy walk through. No one else really would, unfortunately, but you see this guy walk through this wall, and then basically, you guys just watch Lyrian slowly follow this guy, and he just shifts through literally just a wooden wall, just walks right through it.
We don't see him. We wouldn't even see him follow him. We would just see Lyrian, who's just like turn his head and then just go walk through a wall. You're gonna. He's gone. Okay, he's gone. He's dead. He's a ghost too.
You're meeting him too. I love that.
And on the other side of the wall, are you muffled? Fascinating.
As you like come back to your physical shape.
I think you're muted, Magnus. Or I think you're
Yeah, I
muted,
just
Chris.
realized that. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna say to Yogg, I'm gonna be like, is this Lyrian a ghost? Is he a ghost too?
well, I can't normally see ghosts, so if I'm still alive, and I'm gonna like pinch myself, I'm like, I'm still alive. That's how you test that. So
I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk up. I want to walk up to the wall, start poking it. Like I want to see if I can like.
Right. Solid wood wall. So as soon as you get on the other side, it's like the very moment that you have like a full physical form again, you almost trip because you're in like a washroom basically, and the body of this ghost is on the ground, and it's an old dwarf, and you see him just like one arm kind of just like on his chest, and he's just kind of like sprawled out.
Kind of crazy.
How long will it take us to find the door and like catch up?
Not long.
Yeah.
You can see the door.
Oh, okay, yeah. After a moment of talking to Magnus and freaking out for a second, he would definitely be like, well, we gotta follow wherever he's going.
Yeah, when you open the door, you see both of them in there basically.
Cool. And while you guys are like trying to like find that door, right? I'm working on a little like tinkering thing, and it's a you're able to take a picture with a little tinkering flavor feature and then project it as if it was a hologram. So like a magical hologram. So I was working on taking a picture and showing you guys with like my hair crazy and like working on this right next to a dead body, and then you just walk in. I was almost done. But it honestly
This
takes
is a
10 minutes.
body. This isn't like a fresh body either. Like it would be kind of starting to okay. Hey, how long has that body been dead for? You're good at kind of stuff.
Oh, actually, I can tell you exactly. And then just without even wanting to take my stuff away from being out, I just shift it over to the dead body and I just start doing my ritual, which is what most of these things are attributed to. And I'm going to do the ritual of identify. It takes a minute to cast, and all I got to do is touch somebody.
Perfect. Okay, so it doesn't take long at all. Basically, you guys are almost all standing there, like letting go weird magic doctor mode on this guy. And you realize that this guy's been dead 3 days.
Actually, it does take a spell check, but the DC is 5, and however many successes I get after that gives extra information, but that's really just because they intend you to use it on like a magic item.
Right, that makes sense. In this case, you realize pretty quickly that it's an easy crack. Like there's not a lot to learn. So pretty easily you're able to realize that this guy died of a heart attack, and that might be like, maybe you attribute that to why he's like he just doesn't know. I don't know, he's just ill. But yeah, this guy's been dead here 3 days, died of a heart attack.
Wait, but his body's here and nobody else's body, so they may not be dead. They actually might have gotten away.
Fingers
Hopeful.
crossed.
Well, we better check his pockets or something that might identify who he is or something in case we find his kin.
Definitely.
So I think I'll search his pockets.
And I'd still be riddling off useless facts about the identify. Ruger 48 hours ago and 30 feet, you know.
I would go back out. Like I'd be out in the tavern, like trying to look behind the bar to see if I can find one body. I would go to cellar, if it's a tavern, I would try to see if there's a cellar door, and I'm just that I can find.
Okay, that sounds good. So Yogg, on this body, you do find a couple different coin pouches, actually, a collective of 30 gold. And then you find he's got like a whole kit of like chisels and like brushes and stuff that you had no idea he had like under his apron. But it's like a whole thing. It's like a toolbox almost, and he was just somehow hiding it on him. But that's all he's got on him: money and tools. Magnus, you do find a cellar door for sure, and it is the kind where it's like flat along the ground. You pull it up, and there's like a stair cellar, and you open it up, and to your I don't know, I guess you're greeted with just like the smell of a musty basement, like very musty, not death, which is a good thing. But yeah, you take a look down there, It looks like a normal cellar at a quick glance. You're not seeing anything out of place. There's several barrels, storage places, things like that. Lots of cobwebs. You do see one big, nasty, like dinner plate sized spider on the wall, but he's farther away from you. So,
yeah. I'm not gonna go down there. I'll just go back. Like I said, I'm just looking for bodies. That's all I was looking for.
Fair enough. Yep. Not a place there. No bodies.
Yeah, I'd come back. It appears this is the only body that we have come across so far. This is very odd. Can we look the body? I want to investigate the body for any type of wounds, like puncture, like stab wounds, bite.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're seeing a spider, looking for like bite marks, maybe.
Yeah. As you're looking, Lyrian's pretty much able to tell you right away. Like he geeks out about it hard, and he's just like, "You're not gonna find anything."
Yeah,
and he is right. There's nothing out of place. There seems to be absolutely no like means of puncture or really even struggle. This guy looks like he just keeled over a heart attack.
I think
this is
Yog's
very
gonna
strange.
Take only half the gold. He feels like that's like really kind of him to only take half of it. It's like, I'm Vanguard now, so I can't just take dead people's gold. But I do want to go over to the bar and find like the cheapest bottle of alcohol and the most expensive bottle of alcohol I can find with only like a minute to look around. Like, I'm not going to spend a lot of time searching.
Okay, 100%. I mean, it's easy. The first one you find is like, you could pick it up for like 3 or 4 gold. That one's real cheap, like cheap end, whatever. And then you do find a top shelf one that's worth like 320 gold.
Oh, geez. Okay.
And but before I move away from the body, I would put 2 gold coins on his eyes and citing, I don't know what religion he is, but I want to make sure he goes away.
Yeah.
What do you think he meant we need to run from?
First of all, Lyrian, I'm pretty sure that's an orcish thing, not a dwarven thing. Or elven. What's the difference between those two ugly people?
They're not.
Yeah, exactly. So if he died and his body's here, I feel like other people didn't die. They successfully got away. So I really want to go find a tower area to see if try to find somewhere where people would have run to.
Okay.
I don't see any signs of conflict. I don't know if there's seen anything that's from.
Right.
But something enough to scare an entire village away for 3 days and not come back. Hopefully there's someone alive.
Okay, that sounds good. So you make your way over there, and the whole time you're like walking through this village thinking to yourself like, man, it's quiet. There's one moment where you're like approaching the and you are right, it is like about some sort of like worship center of some kind, and like as you're stepping forward, none of you are feeling comfortable, but there's like one like blossom petal that just like falls and kind of like lands on your shoulder. It like scuffles across your shoulder and then on the ground in front of you. And you look and see like behind you, first off, the sunset's beautiful. There's just like blossom leaves and flowers like blowing across the statue right now. And you're just like, wow, if like just holy cow, what a scene kind of thing. And then you do hear a sound behind you in the bell tower, and you're kind of like drawn back to that. You see up at the top of the bell tower, there is a crow with some just like inappropriately large shred of what seems to be meat in its mouth, and then it flies away.
Have I heard any other animal sounds? So Yog is very much an urban creature, so if there would have or been no animal sounds, he wouldn't have thought until this very moment, and then he'd been like, have I heard any creatures?
Right. As soon as you're thinking about it, when that crow flies away, it's like almost scares you that it's obnoxious suddenly that you hear just a whole horde of crows. And you hear the beating of their wings as they actually take off from the ground near the statue and kind of just like fly off into the distance. Other than that, no.
I don't want to go over there. All right, you guys go check it out.
I'm gonna assume we're probably
Not gonna
all
be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume we're probably all moving together. I would be happy to go first. I don't
Yog's gonna be
mind.
lagging a little bit behind. He's gonna be like very hesitant about this.
I might suggest, do we care about the crows? Does anyone care about the crows? Because I could just make a lightning cloud chase them.
Oh well, they're crows are good. They are like nature's cleanup crew. So, well, I guess in my they're not always some people it's a bad omen, but other people it's a good thing. So.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not superstitious, but I wouldn't dare cross somebody who was. So, yeah, I'll leave him alone. What do you guys think we should do? Follow him? And I'm like already walking kind of behind him.
Yeah, we got to go to the statue. See what it's got to be the townspeople probably, but see what they're feasting on.
Well, I know if we don't get rid of those birds, they're gonna poop all over the statue. Just start walking close.
That's a good point. You really choose not to pursue the bell tower situation much further, but you're pretty confident. Maybe if you just like knock on the door or something.
Yeah, because you said, or was it just the crow we heard?
It was just the crow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would probably still peek inside though to see if there was anything in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe they head in that direction, and Yogg peeks in or something.
Okay. You do peek inside, and you notice that it's completely empty. Yet again, there is one specific area where there's like several banners kind of towards the back that are like several different deities, and you might recognize some of they're like common, worshipped deities or whatever, and all of them are like good-natured deities. And you notice that every single banner just has one just like obnoxious smear from the top to the bottom of blood across the banners. Other than that, the place is completely empty.
So even in a fantasy world, Yogg is like very agnostic. He's like not even sure any of the gods really exist. In fact, he's not even like, he's still skeptical of he has nothing magical about him. He knows it exists, but he's like not really sure how he feels about it still. That would be incredibly disconcerting though. Like he would probably, oh my gosh. Did anybody else see it?
Yeah, was anyone close?
Did you guys
to y'all?
You guys see it?
If I did see it, I would have a similar yet opposite reaction to Yogg. Lyrian kind of believes the gods to be like cheaters in a way, where he wants to figure out all of the secrets of the universe, and they can just change it and make it happen. So it's like you're cheating. That's not what you're supposed to do. So like whenever they just will into existence a solution, he's like
breaking the rules.
Yeah.
If the other two haven't stuck around, I think Yogg's gonna actually slip inside for a minute. And if there is like a table or some sort of like the banners, he might go like right and fix it a little bit before he leaves. Like just take a moment to like dust it a little bit, or like
100%. You do exactly that to the point that you feel as comfortable about it as you can. And then what?
Then I gotta go catch up to those guys' statue.
Okay. You guys make your way to the statue, and there's a whole like part of you inside that just doesn't let you feel comfortable with the beautiful scene on your approach. Because it is beautiful. Like it's majestic as heck. There are like there's like a whole like small patch of like blossomed trees or whatever, and there's just like pink and red blossoms just like flowing across the last bit of the staircase as you're kind of like reaching that area. And like at this point there's so many of them that like the smell of the blossoms even kind of like caress your path here, and it's like, wow, that's nice. And then it's immediately tainted with just like the stain of your nose as well. It's just like a stench. And you come up here, and the first thing you see is the statue's a bit broken here and there. You notice the head of Aetos, just like sideways on the ground in front of the statue. And you see someone sitting on the head. And there are also, like, that's the first thing you see. The second thing you see is that there are corpses kind of scattered in the area. There's one on the ground. There's a couple on the scaffolding itself. There's like an area where, despite the picture here, it kind of like butts up against the cliff a little bit, actually. And so you're seeing like some of basically the areas around the statue. You see about 5 corpses you can identify quickly. And this person sitting on the head is just holding another person by his face, just like up in front of him, just like dangling loosely.
Can I hide the moment I see someone alive?
Make a stealth check.
Person also alive. Can I make an awareness check?
Make an awareness check. Nice, 24.
24.
You are not hidden.
Oh, dang. Okay. Even like, okay.
12.
12, the person is dangling loosely enough. You venture to guess that they are not alive either.
Okay. This doesn't look good.
Wonderful job, but also hate this juxtaposition between the beauty and the death.
So I keep forgetting I mute my mic, and
Oh, good.
It's like, I've been talking for
I
20
thought you were
minutes.
like weirdly quiet.
I was like, yeah. Anyways, so I would be like, as we see this, I'm not gonna try to be out in the open so much, but I'm not trying to hide. But I am gonna speak to the figure, that's holding whatever the other one is.
Mhm.
I am, and I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna say, what have you done here?
Okay.
And so they're not gonna know where I'm sick, because I'm just, again, I'm not really trying to hide, come out of like out in the open. So I'm just trying to speak out to them of like,
Sure.
like what have you done here? Have you done this?
Are they looking at us? Sorry.
So as soon as you say this, this figure you see is holding the person, right? And it's literally just like seemingly holding the person's face. The person that he's holding is a dwarf, and is like, or actually, no, I'm sorry, he's a gnome. My fault. So the person he's holding is a gnome, and he is just loosely dangling there, but he's like a burly looking gnome. As far as gnomes go, like he's on the heavier side. And the way that this guy just like slowly, and it's almost like it's almost like silhouetted from what you're seeing right now because it's against the sunset. This guy just like slowly and casually just like brings this body like it's weightless up to like his face. You can't really see what's happening. And he just like brings him out and just like drops him. And this gnome just like lands on the ground. And this guy stands up and looks over at you and specifically looks at Magnus. And he looks something like this. And like he's a buff guy, but he has disproportionate strength, it seems, compared to what he actually looks like. He looks directly at Magnus as he stands. And basically he's just like, telepathy? That's a nice trick. What did you ask me? And he says that, not me.
This is no trick. I want to know what have you done here? Is this all of your doing?
And he's like, yeah, I guess. Yeah, and I'm a little disappointed in it. I feel like I could have done it better, but yeah. Why, do you like it?
I'm not trying to admire your work. Where is everyone in this? Where did everyone in this village go?
Well, you see, when a master vampire shows up at word spreads pretty quick. And well, I got ahead of myself and just watched for a while as they ran in panic. I let most of them escape, but man, the scene up here, just look around. It's beautiful, isn't it? So I haven't been able to bring myself to leave yet. I mean, look at what I did here. And you notice like right about now, the corpses haven't been moved at any point. They're all just like lying in pools of blood. And he's just been like, yeah, I guess it's been a few days though, huh? I should maybe wrap this up.
I'm gonna reach out to Yogg as he's talking to me. I'm gonna be like, Yogg, did you hear that he's called himself a master vampire? I've only heard of vampires before. I don't think I've ever encountered them. Stay hidden.
Does Yogg know that he's not hidden?
No, I would say you would probably, I mean, I guess maybe I'll leave it up to you to decide really, but you'd probably think that you're hidden.
Okay. Unless he's indicated in some way, I think Yogg feels confident that he's hidden.
Yeah, that was a solid hide roll.
Yeah, it was very good.
Okay. I'm thinking Yogg thinks he's hidden. They're both speaking out loud at this point?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I guess. But the vampire is.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, now I wish I had gone to vampire class. Well, we can talk about that later.
Yeah. Where would you be out in the open, or would you kind of be like right there by me?
Yep, I'd be right there with you. I wouldn't
Okay.
have thought to hide. My first thought would have been to investigate. And I'm incredibly smart, but suspiciously stupid.
Yeah. I would ask him, Apparently you're not one to be shy with information. What is your name and, and why are you here? Why are you doing this to this village?
Okay. He's like, well, my name is Nick. It's good to meet you. I sometimes when you're just a human and you come to live several generations of elves, you just get bored. And man, it's one thing to be an artist, but contracting vampirism, gosh, it just puts a real fire of pride in you. So sometimes you have to find other ways to make your work worthwhile. And there's also this weird thing where I really like to see my own power. So the statue didn't seem right if it wasn't of me. And yeah, I guess really I've kind of worn out my welcome here, it seems. So I could just leave.
He says, Lyrian's going to step forward and he says, before you do that, I have a question for you. When exactly did you get turned? How long did it take? And exactly how much blood do you need to subsist throughout a day? Is it this town or are you going to be good for like a whole week? Just sort of like just random questions that just really don't make any sense.
He's honestly pretty
hopefully-
intrigued. He's like excited to answer these questions.
Hopefully this will be a distraction though, because I am trying to turn on my mana core and it takes a minute to do so.
Nice. That's cool. This guy is like, he already told you, like, he's got disease. And you like, he bit right onto that bait you're giving him. So he's just like, oh man, I'd love to tell you. Here, let me think about it here. It's been a long time since, there's only one tier higher of vampires than a master vampire, and that's a lord vampire. But, well, Pop's left and didn't come back with the milk for quite a while now. So, yeah, I don't know how long it's been.
Man,
I'll push like my one monocle up and I'll be like, so does that make you vampire lord now? But like it irrelevant. Just
Right. Yeah. He loves it. He's eating it up. He's like, well, no, I would know if I got that next tier. He must be alive somewhere.
I'm gonna go ahead and while he's talking, I am gonna use my mind sense so I can. So I'll burn the MP for that, but I'll and as one of my stamina points right now to do my read thoughts, so I can try to see now this would be a spell check versus the target's intelligence save to see if I can read any thoughts, like surface level thoughts.
Okay.
On maybe what he's thinking right now.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's do that. You said it.
That's an intelligence save.
Okay.
Against my spell check. So my spell check is 17.
Okay, intelligence saves D20 plus 10. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
19.
Plus 10.
So
so I would not.
Basically right away, he kind of feels what's happening. And he's just like, yeah, I mean, you could just ask. You don't have to. I'm a talker. He's like, and honestly, I've given you enough already that I'm comfortable sharing so much. And it's because you won't live past tonight anyway. So
is he saying that out loud?
Oh yeah.
I'll probably like stop my writing when I hear that.
I would say it's been long enough that the thing you were stalling for is good to go.
Cool.
Can I roll like a history or occultism or religion or some kind of like what Yogg might know or have heard about vampires and things like that?
Yeah. Take your pick, and you let me know what you choose.
It's the same on my end, so I'm gonna say occultism would probably make the most sense than that in my experience. Oops, why did I just roll 2? Well, it didn't matter. Anyways.
You rolled 2. Yeah. You really rolled 2. At the moment, you really are just struggling to recall. You're like, man, if I was at home right now, at my desk with a cup of tea, I could recall some stuff. But right now it's just not coming to you. I will say that you've heard a lot of the common myths and rumors and you don't know which is which, but it's like all the stuff, like all the stuff you've ever heard from Hollywood movies and stuff like are like stake to the chest, wooden stake, all that.
Worried because we're out in the sunlight and the sun is setting. Like, first of all, sun should be hurting him, and if it's not, it's going down anyways. I think I'm thinking about maybe an escape route. Because you said the statue's like a waterfall or water at the bottom.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to do more. He thinks Yog still doesn't know that he's been seen. He's gonna and like get to the edge of the cliff face on the scaffolding sneakily if he
Okay.
can.
Okay, that sounds good. And it's pretty much like you're doing great, and it's like as soon as you kind of start moving at all, you see like the over, and he just like slowly just like turns his head in your direction, and he's just like,
Oh,
"There's the third one." I was wondering. He's like, "I saw you come in. You're small, but I see you."
Come on in.
Just
the
that-
water's fine.
I think Yog is gonna like he's trying not to right now, but he's gonna respond and just like stand up and be like, just out of curiosity, you seem to be a man of refined taste. Is there a different? Gotta know. Is there a different flavor between the different ancestries?
And you see like he's been pretty grinny the whole time. Like as soon as you guys have been like chatting with him, he's like, "This is fun. You guys are asking good questions. They're about me." And so yeah, you kind of like ask that, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, for sure. Maybe not to the average person, but there's definitely differences. My preference is beef. There's just something specifically primal about those guys."
Can I make a request? Assuming that I can't fight you off or get away or something, my last dying request would be that you make a guess of what my ancestry is, because so far as I've correctly been able to determine, where exactly from, and I'd be curious if you could tell if you are such an elf of refined taste.
He's like, He's like, "A guess, huh? Like, do I have to?" And he's like, "I don't care." And then instantly, in like a poof of where he's standing, of just like, it's just his form just blasts into like this metallic silvery mist, and he is shoulder to shoulder with you. And he's like,
Oh, well, not shoulder to shoulder, but
right, yeah, just stand and thing. And he's just like, gives you literally just like smells the air, and he's like, "You carry a similar curse to the Beastborn, that's for sure." And he's just like small.
it's manure. There was manure on that cart.
Yeah, it's
apologize.
not good.
Don't breathe. There's some on my shoe. I had to get it off. I'm
Yeah.
usually a bit dirty, Look, I did my monthly shower. I don't know why you guys bathe so often here.
He's like, "Yeah, you do reek." No, I would say some sort of. And then he's just like, you're a.
Oh, that's half of it, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the part that would taste
That's my
the best.
mother's side. I'm gonna actually reach out and hand him a bag of tobacco and be like, can I get a chance to at least relax a little bit and enjoy the sunset? Like I pull out some of my own bag.
He's like, "You know what? I suppose that's fine." And then kind of quickly, he's like looking around, and he's like, "You guys aren't gonna like fight back, are you?"
So deciding. I'm gonna say that out loud. Yog is gonna
I love
So-
that. I love that so much.
I'm going to assume no one's been paying attention to Lyrian, and I'm just doing everything I can, like Iron Man, to get all kitted up for battle. Like, I've already
Yeah.
got my mana core activated. I've got 2 or 3 infusions ready. My freaking hammer is glowing right now. And I'm like, no.
So much. Yeah. As you're doing that, it's gonna be like a perfect segue. He's just, Yog's like, "I'm not sure yet," and the vampire's just like, "Well, it seems like your friend over there's itching, so guess we'll see." But yeah, sure, if you want to do that.
Yeah. As soon as I would have seen him do that little Yog, immediately I would have like pulled my bow up. Immediately, I wouldn't have fired a shot, but I would have been like ready to fire. So I would have my bow drawn at that point right now, just kind of holding it.
Nice.
Definitely.
He looks back. He's like, "Oh, I guess both of your friends are itching. You better make up your mind pretty quick."
if I can speak to would we have a connection with Magnus, or even can you hear my thoughts if I think something?
Yeah, I would reach out to you. I would reach out to you and be like, do I fire or not?
I've got a couple more. I think I don't know anything about vampires. I think we could try, but you need an exit strategy just in case.
Yeah, I would say to the vampire, I would say to him, I'd be like, if we fight or not is up to you. Well, we do not have to engage in a fight right now.
That's awesome. And he kind of just
Hammer
like,
up.
right? He like, all right, like he like does this full like look back at you kind of thing like this, and he's like, "You have no idea how right you are about that. I choose how this goes down. Trust me."
Is he smoking the full
Choose
back, by the way?
wisely. I was gonna like was it the Indiana Jones, the last like I'll be like and I'll just have my bone drops and I'll be like choose wisely.
That's awesome. I love that. What were you saying, Homer?
Just a little baggie I gave him. Because
Oh,
I have
shoot.
a pipe. I do pipe. I smoke from a pipe, by the way.
Okay.
If I don't chew the leaves, I smoke it.
He'll probably do this whole thing where like he takes it from you. He does not smoke it. He takes it, and he's like, you know, almost like it didn't. He just like never acknowledged it, just took it and pocketed it, kind of thing.
When he goes to look, can I make a trickery check? When he goes to like turn his head, I'm gonna be like, oh, and like try to get it back. And I've pulled out a second pipe to like put it in a pipe for him.
That's awesome. Yeah, go ahead and make a trickery check.
Like, I get advantage. Wait, why am I
You know
rolling?
what? We'll have it
You
be.
roll one.
No, I meant to roll. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
So 24.
Okay, 24 is really good. Actually, this is awesome. It's gonna work. So he looks back at Magnus, and you know they're chatting. It's awesome. And at the end of Magnus' whole choose wisely, you've already got you've already got the pipe loaded. You're ready to go. And he looks back at you, and his like grin drops, and he's like stoic, more like his picture here. And he's just like,
oh no,
he just looks at you, and he doesn't say anything. He's kind of just like seems a little frustrated.
I'm like holding it up to him, like here, like after I've got it lit, the other pipe, and then
Okay.
I want to pull out both the bottles of alcohol and ask if that affects the flavor.
Okay. All right. So he'll, you know what? Why not? He'll take the pipe.
Okay.
Still frustrated. He's just like, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. And then he will take one kind of long drag on the pipe. And then you pull out. Yeah. Okay. So what's happened? What's what now?
So I'm 100% trying to find out info about how he works, like keep him distracted for my allies, like just like kind of above the table, like so like he can smoke. That means like he can like breathe air in and out. He can taste things. He can consume. Probably
Right.
with like I'm starting to learn stuff.
True.
Him, he's clearly like a narcissist. So like I'm just actually like trying to pump for any info. So I'm like alcohol, like probably not the same as holy water, but I want to see how it reacts to me pulling it out. You know.
Okay, fair
Stuff
enough.
like that. I'm trying to secretly because Yog's like starting to think like I'm probably gonna die. So he's like, is there anything I can do to slow him down, weaken him? Like, can he get drunk? You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Fair.
maybe if I got him to drink something.
Okay, I
Like
hear it. Now I
that's
see
where
the
his
vision.
mind's going.
Now I see the vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should have explained all of this.
No, you're good. I like it. So he takes whatever alcohol you're offering him, and like right away, it doesn't matter what it is. You can decide what it is. I don't care. It could be a whole bottle. Oh, it is the bottles. That's what you're talking about from the tavern.
Yeah.
Okay.
The tavern. I pull them both out. And
Okay.
ask him if
Sounds
it makes
good.
a difference.
He's just like, let's find out. And he takes one and does the whole like classic like frat dude, and just like swirls the bottle real hard, and then just like guzzles it as it just like funnels, like siphoning. And he just slams this whole thing. It takes like 10 whole seconds, but he's just like chugging it. And then he's just like, yeah.
He's actually like a little bit like, okay, I'm okay. Like he's like,
that's awesome.
Now he looks like miffed.
And he's just like, oh, I'm sorry. And he like, you know, like 2 fingers, just like the top of the bottle back to you, and the bottle, and then just like the bottle explodes because he shatters it between his 2 fingers. And he's like, oh, yeah, no, alcohol doesn't, vampirism makes your metabolism a little weird.
Wait, but what if, so do you ever sit down for a regular meal then? Or
Yeah.
there's really no need?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that guy was a good meal.
You said you were telling me these 5 got the craftsman, or are you talking about knocking the head off? Like you seem to care about your craft, so I want to make sure I take my craft pretty seriously. I'd like to maybe appreciate this a little bit more.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I saw that statue, and it looks a little bit like me, but I could tell a few things are off, especially the head. So I helped him out, and I took that off. I made sure, I showed them first before they, but they didn't seem to care too much anyway. But yeah, the head was all sorts of off.
Well,
Now it's
while this conversation
all
is
sorts
going
of.
on, could I possibly secretly try to grab one of my flasks and like start chanting into it to hopefully make a holy water? But whenever I make a potion, I can also apply bless or bane to that potion as well as the effect. So I'm trying to
Okay.
make holy water count for a potion. If it doesn't, that's okay. But I'm just basically trying to chant into a vial that
I
sounds
love it.
faintly religious.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna say yes. I don't know if there's normally anything required for that, but generally, yeah, no problem. You do exactly that. Honestly, you're not even sure if he doesn't know that you're doing it, but either way, you do it and you've got it ready to go. You've got a whole bottle of holy water that would take the place of one of your things otherwise.
Nice.
Can I keep talking to him? I have more things I want to ask him.
Oh, for sure.
So I also want to ask him about like what he did in the back there, and ask him. I'm like, I'm not a particularly religious guy myself. Do those gods offend you, or why take the time, to mess that stuff up?
Well, I guess that's a little more of a personal thing. Are you okay with me getting a little bit deep with you?
We've shared tobacco where I'm from. That practically makes us friends.
It's like, all right.
I'm gonna start sipping the cheap bottle too while he's talking.
Okay. And he's just like, yeah, I just really don't like it when there's beings that actually exist that, I don't know, call themselves gods when they're just weak. It just kind of hurts my pride a little bit.
He's gonna be like, wait, they do exist? You have proof?
He's like, oh, yeah, those ones do for sure. I mean, not all of them. Most don't, to be honest, but those 4 do. I've met a couple of them.
You've met them. Wait, this place, we're in places, or things, objects, people from a lot of different places. Are you from here? Did you get collected?
Oh, I got you, like Heterana in general. He's like, oh yeah, no, I've been here a long time. Long enough to see most things enter this place, I think. Man, I'm trying to remember how it all happened. But yeah, I've been here a while. Maybe even since
Is there a way
the
to get
start.
home?
Well, this is home
Yeah.
for me. I don't know about the rest of you. I guess I've never concerned myself with it.
Have you been here longer than the Pharaoh?
Oh yeah, the Solbrax?
Have you been here longer than him? Than them?
Yeah. He's the one person. It's funny you bring him up. Do you know him? He's the one person that met me and actually is still alive. He's pretty good.
He is an ally of ours of sorts.
Cool.
And I'm gonna also say he also will not be the only one to have met you and lived.
And he's just like, I like you.
And if I can try to do it sneakily, and I'm still hopefully close to Magnus, I'm gonna hopefully put a holy water, but it's also basically.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna give you the holy water. Try to like put it in the back of your pocket or like one of your hands, just while you're talking to
Okay.
this dude. That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Okay.
If I could do more chatting,
Yeah.
or I don't want to hog the everything. You mentioned you can't even remember. It's been so long since you contracted vampirism. How do you pass it on? Like if I accidentally scratch you and get something on myself, if we kissed or something, would I contract it? Like how does this work?
I love Wiki.
I've heard a lot of things get spread by kissing, so I usually generally avoid it. But
That's awesome. Love that.
I was like 4 when she left. So, but anyways.
Yeah. He's like, well, there's a couple different ways. There's the tried and true. I could just eat up to half of you or less. It doesn't, any more than that and you're a goner. But I could do that. And if I choose, I can kind of like pass the curse by choice. It's not always something that happens regardless. But that's the easiest way to get it done. Scratches.
If you don't
can
finish
do
a
it.
meal, it's only passed on if you want it to pass on.
Right. Yeah. I can just eat people. And they won't be fine, but they won't be vampires.
Is this like you obviously have a lot of skill and you have gained a lot of like knowledge and things throughout the year long? Would you call it a life at this point? What do you call your existence?
Hard to say. It's miserable, that's for sure.
miserable alone or
Oh,
miserable?
honestly, every day. It's kind of just every waking moment. I wish I could die. But there's just a part of this curse that makes me so prideful I can't let that happen. Someone else would have to do it, and that's anyone worthy
I
enough.
can do that for you.
Well, here in a second, you can please try.
Magus, wait a second.
Does this can I identify the man while I'm talking to him as well? Yag is talking to him. Like try to get a little bit more of a inclination of what specifically his arm tattoos are, or if they're magical. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, yeah. How would you go about it?
I would, I guess, try to get close and do an awareness check.
Okay,
Just trying to see if they are. I don't have like a skill that'll let me know things unless I touch them.
gotcha. Okay, yeah, no problem. Sounds good. Yeah, go ahead and make that check and see what you can glean. I mean, it's been a little while. You guys have literally been like conversing for like a while now. So
And I just figured I'd let you know if this doesn't go well, I'm going to force it to. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where it comes in. We'll see that soon.
oh,
Okay.
neat. Okay, that sounds cool. But yeah, basically this guy, you're looking at the tattoos. They seem pretty intentional. You can tell that they aren't just like they're not something that's part of the vampirism or anything like that. They seem to be like a self-made situation going on. And they're definitely inscribed with magical things to the point that you're like assuming this is some sort of tech upgrade for him, basically. You don't know exactly what it's doing for him, but it's imbuing him further than the vampirism does on its own, for sure, whatever his tattoos are.
In some way, could we consider that a magic item? Or not?
Yeah, I would say it's technically the ink itself is like the object holding magic. So yeah.
Okay, nice. That's good information for me.
Okay, cool. I'm excited about that. But yeah, basically at this point, he's kind of going to look at you guys and, just be like, so, I don't know, you guys want to praise me anymore or are we done here?
Hey,
You go
Alex,
ahead.
how does this spell bomb work real quick?
Spellmom? So
I can throw it, right? But does it have like an area effect or is it just like
So, with the spell bomb, it's actually quite long. All right, 1 second. So, you can prime it. The spell bomb
Yeah.
is inert and stable unless it's primed. You can take the object action to prime the spell bomb until the end of your next turn, after which it returns to being inert. You can detonate it. A prime spell upon impact, so just throwing it or placing it somewhere and then you hitting it with something, and releasing the magic of the imbued spell with the space it detonated in as its point of origin.
okay?
The creature
Well-
that causes the detonation chooses the direction of the spell's area if it has an area effect. So you would be able to choose that.
Yeah. So I would just I would that flask you gave me, I would just be like, well, if it sounds like we're gonna fight either way. And if a fight is what you choose, then a fight it will be to the act like I'm taking a drink from this flask and I'm gonna toss it at him to give it to make it because he's already Yogg. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna make an attempt to throw this flask at him to make it appear as like if we're gonna do this, let's have a drink. Then a drink to this or whatever. And I'm gonna try to throw it at him to see if he will. I guess see if it will hit him because I think we're about to start, right? Because this would be like we're about to get into a whole initiative check.
He
was trying
seems
to
like he's
talk
going
us
to take
out
it there
of that.
regardless at some point.
Yeah, yeah,
So this is like a toss. Like,
yeah. This is me throwing it. Like this is me just throwing an object at him. To the spell bomb.
okay, that's pretty fun. Okay, I like the idea. I like the idea that even if this is going to happen, he's just going to catch it. But the way that this like thing works is like it's almost like target seeking to some degree. Like you threw it, it doesn't have to necessarily, it like touches him and it can detonate. That's like the trigger kind of thing. So that'll be fun. So he literally just catches it, like upright, just like catches the bottle, like kind of like pulls it up, and you see him kind of like look up and grin, and then the thing just explodes, and like you see right away like shards of the glass kind of like are like pinned spots. And then there's just like an intense like magic swirl that kind of like courses from his hand around his body. And it takes effect. And then he stands there and looks at you.
And that'll be a 1d4 bane against what?
Okay. For like a minute, right? Or something?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like as I throw it, I just want to just grin at him. Is all I want to kind of like and then I'm doing this to initiate the fight. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. That sounds good. You do exactly that. It explodes. You can tell it takes effect. He looks back up at you, and then he's beside you. And we can make a roll for initiative there.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, nice.
All right. Let's see.
God, I hope I roll good.
Maps
21,
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, this actually looks really good, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
yeah.
The last
thing.
You guys have like really made the fields cohesive.
Yeah.
Well, I started making maps how Cody makes the maps, so now it does feel parties.
Realistically, maybe he'd be like there. Liran might be a bit farther back. Here, let's get this set up.
I rolled a 21 for my initiative, but if it's all right with you guys, you mind if I hit the bathroom real quick, or do you want to take a break?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Meow. Oh, sorry, Magnus will be like right up there, kind of.
Oh, you even gave
wherever.
him the. Oh, that's the image from before.
You can be wherever you want. He's going to be next to you, but you can kind of decide where that is if you want.
All my
And
stats
then-
in here real quick.
What the heck? Where Yog?
Could I have a? Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, you guys can like.
I'll be like, maybe I'm up there or something.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Or I could even be here if we were like if he was originally like further over here, and I was
Right.
like trying.
Well, he came up to you at one point where you were.
Yeah.
So I knew he was closer to us. That's why I was going to try to throw that at him because I knew he was closer to us.
I think the spot where I just put myself probably makes.
All right.
But he's like obviously like way more powerful than we are. I assume.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I felt like we were going to get in a fight with this guy at some point. Like I don't think there was any. There's no.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
he
I
pretty
was
much
gonna.
outwardly was like, "I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah.
So
I was gonna deal actually. So he talked about his dad, the Lord Vampire, must be alive, but he doesn't know where he is and things like that. And I was gonna say, hey, look, you saw how quick I was with my hands. Anyway, so that was my plan, was to offer a deal of like, let me go so I can go find Lord Vampire for you. Because you want to be a lord, right? Like you're not the highest vampire you can be after all this time. That was my plan.
Yeah. No, Magnus just wants to kill him.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna take
Be
it.
right back.
Yeah. And then my fallback is to try to become a vampire myself.
Hey, how's it going?
You're muted, Chris. You could get. We decided to wait till you got back to start a break.
Okay.
So I was just explaining my plan. So Yogs was to basically be like, "Hey, you saw how good I was, like how sneaky and stuff, and like quick with my hands. Like you have this Lord Vampire. You're not the highest rank vampire. You were pretty clear about that after all this time. Wouldn't it be kind of nice to know where he is? I can go find him for you, basically, and basically make a deal of like, let me live, and I'll go find him. And then if he's like, oh, there's no way, or things like that, then I was going to say, well, if I had vampirism, probably I could find him and then survive, leave, and come back and find you.
Definitely.
And then be
That
like,
sounds
how do I find you? How do I fight him? Like, so that way I can maybe convince him to, do I fight you? But, make it be like, can I survive your daddy, basically?
I had a much more optimistic approach of us like winning the fight, right? So if we did end up winning the fight, I would want to strap him down and start like putting like a vial of something underneath his fangs and be like, oh, genuine, And then I also have a thing where I
Like a
can
snake.
Like you're gonna milk him
Yeah.
like a snake.
Like milking him,
Yeah.
yeah.
100% like strap him down and see if I can get anything like vampiric from
Well,
it.
I don't know if he has missed like abilities. So
Cody, when we're talking milking him, it's not what you think.
yeah, no, I like the way that this guy was talking was that he was just waiting. Like he was just like he knew he was going to kill us regardless, so he didn't mind telling us everything because he was planning to kill us. Like that's from him.
At the very least, I wanted to keep pumping him for info because we could at least maybe get away with our tattoos. So I thought, like, if I can at least find out more, because I don't know if he even knows. Because like we're in disguise. He may not have even realized that we're Vanguard at this point.
Speaking of tattoos, if we win this fight, does anyone want his?
Yes.
I
Okay.
can transfer magic items and their aspects to other items. So
I will
if,
take a skin graft.
if there was like a sword with a +1 frost or something, I could put that +1 frost on like my dagger or your dagger,
Oh.
stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
can transfer magical effects to other places or items.
But is that permanent, or is that only because that's like that lowers your MP, doesn't it, until it goes away?
It does lower my MP, but I'm not 100% sure that means that it's not like permanent.
No, like I think once it's gone, like once it's been used, it's like so the MP that would have been in the spell bomb, you should gain that MP back.
Oh, really?
That's what I thought it was that, or is that only
think
when you
not till he does a
imbue
long
something?
rest.
Like if you imbue armor or something like that, if you can, because you can take the magic back from that. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. If you imbue like a weapon or a armor, and then you can basically take that mana back. But I don't think that works on like spell bombs. I think that's mana that's spent and it's gone.
Yeah, so my infusions will have uses, right? And that's
Yeah.
determined by how much I spend on making them. And if I
Yeah.
wanted to take from those uses, I could. And there's also a subclass that lets you use all of those uses in combat. So like you're sitting here just like fighting left and right, and then your like glove breaks as you utilize all of that magic to force into your enemy. But the transpose magic property is a permanent effect with everything except for artifacts.
Mm. I think it's awesome you're playing Artificer. I've been wanting to see it. I'm not gonna lie, I've been intimidated by it. Like reading it, very intimidated by it.
It's kind of a lot to juggle, and I'm hoping to God that I'm doing it right.
Well, hey, you got to give it a shot at some point, right?
Yeah.
No.
It's close enough.
But for the most part, I'm just going to be able to buff you guys. I have, like, my damage is basically just 1.
So the okay, encounter DC is 22.
Whoa.
It was 24 before Bane. Now,
Nice.
here's the thing. If you thought it was, I know what you're thinking. This is so simple so far. So I'm gonna make it less simple too. I'm gonna be doing all kinds of homebrew crap. So get ready. The encounter DC is not. It no longer has it one function. Previously, typically, the encounter DC is for the sake of figuring out initiative, deciding who goes first, what side. What were your rolls for initiative?
21.
I had a 47.
E3.
Okay, perfect. So you guys do go first. Now here's the thing.
I don't.
Oh, you have.
Yeah, I had.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so you don't quite go first.
You
But
first.
honestly, this guy is so insanely prideful. He's gonna let you go first. He wants to see what you can do. So he's going to literally choose to let you go first. But here is now the homebrew second condition of the encounter DC. Don't need to keep track of the enemy's initiative at all. Only your guys's. If you roll targeting the enemy and you roll less than the encounter DC, the enemy can take an action. And it'll just be a violent back and forth. And yes, to be honest, for a home, okay, this is going to be fun. Try this out. 22 is way too high, but that's how it's going to go.
Oh my gosh.
So the
Use
higher,
your actions carefully.
Yeah.
He's all reactions essentially.
basically.
Like that.
Okay.
I'm excited. I'm actually like so excited now. I'm excited about it.
So, who's first?
Can I go
can't wait to
first?
see it.
Sure. If you guys are down with it, sure.
If you're doing something I can assist with, let me know and I will.
How much action points does talking take?
None. This guy is arrogant. He's excited to let this play out and basically savor the moment. He has been openly just like smelling the air of the corpses that he created for the past 3 days. He's all about the experience. He's got time. So he's going to let you do a lot.
Okay. I am going to start with some Hunter's Mark. And we're going to mark him first thing. I'm gonna use.
I'm not gonna lie. I am now. Like I have not been. I mean, I've been worried in some of these, but I think I'm more right now scared than I've been before.
You initiated this.
I didn't know it was gonna that we have to beat. I thought it was gonna be like
Um,
17, 16. That is
Okay, so
insane.
I am gonna I'm pulling up my crossbow and like aiming it at his head, but I'm still talking to him and not even trying to hide the fact that I'm aiming at his head. Because
Yeah.
it's basically like I know that he knows I can only do so much, so it's like I'm gonna give it a shot, but I'm like not even like trying to
Yeah.
do anything special, basically.
Yeah. So far, he's to some degree.
I'm sort of like recognizing the elephant in the room of like this is somewhat futile. So I'm gonna basically be like, okay, combat may not be my best specialty. You've seen quite sneaky. I'm good with my hands. I remember you saying earlier that you are not a lord vampire. You're only a master vampire. It seems
That's
a bit
right.
surprising to me for how long you say you've been around. So you need to find the person who's above you for you to have a chance at kind of moving up in the rank, since you're below, right? You're not high enough. Is that what was required?
You've got the right idea. I'm not that concerned about finding him because I can't beat him. But if somehow his fate was that he just dropped off of this awful rock, yeah, that'd be good for me.
You every day want to die, but you can't just let us kill you, because I mean you're good at what you do. That would be such a almost blasphemous act, right? To just lay down.
To be
and
honest, I hardly have a choice. It's just like it's part of the curse, it's the same as the hunger itself. I have to satisfy my pride. So it's all
It's
part
only
of
fair.
it. Yeah.
Basically, you're doing the only reasonable thing. Now, is the reason you can't take him out because he's like a little bit stronger than you, or is it like he's just way out of your league?
On a cosmic scale, I guess he's not that
And then
much
I'm gonna
stronger than me.
Fire the crossbow.
Okay.
But I'm
That's
still
awesome.
gonna keep talking to him.
Okay, sounds good. I love that. Go ahead and make the attack check. That's so funny.
Ooh, 24.
That's really good. That is a normal hit.
That is awesome.
And it's above the encounter DC. So like it is actually to the point that you have him distracted enough that you see him reach you pull the trigger and you're like, he's like, yeah, it's all just part of the curse. I don't know. There's not really anything I can do about it. And like lazily, he reaches out, like already anticipating your bolt in the air. So it's like he starts reaching out before you pull the trigger, and he's just like reading you kind of thing. But he is a little too casual about it and only catches the feathers. And you watch as your bolt just cuts his cheek open, and he's just like mouth open. And he's just like, you little stinker. That was a good shot. That was a good shot. That's it. Oh.
Yeah, I want to. He's going to need to roll a save from my debilitating strike.
Okay.
Which is going to be on. And I'm going to have bows going to be going for.
Okay. Is it a physical save?
Yeah, it's a physical save. Sorry.
No, you're good. Okay. That'll be 20.
That succeeds. Okay.
What?
Everything's been a plus 10 for him so far, so that I'm not surprised.
Is that baned? I mean, I guess 4.
Yeah, that as well.
That's true.
Is it every check or just the next check?
It lasts for a minute.
And can he be banged more than once? Does it stack?
I think so. I'm cool.
Compounding.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be a really good one
used
to
my bio
compound.
yet.
So he does save. So basically the arrow, kind of glances off of him, and he just kind of does a whole thing where he like cracks his neck a little bit and just like wipes the blood off of his cheek. And then he just like licks his hand, and he's just like, yeah, it's just not the same. He's like, but it's been a while, so I had to try.
I mean, we can only try, right? Okay, so you don't even care how much damage I did, or?
Oh, yeah, no, I do. How much?
Okay. It was a regular hit, I assume.
Yep.
I rolled a second time because I've got the hunter's mark on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it ignores PDR as well.
Okay.
Okay, so I have...
Ironically, he does not have PDR.
Okay. It's just going to be the base then of 3 piercing.
Okay. Sounds good.
My die, I have identifying weaknesses in bodies and how to best to kill creatures. Could I use my last action point? So you have advantage on any check made to determine how something died or could die easier.
Okay.
So I'd like to him for any
Cool.
weaknesses, way to
Cool.
kill him, basically.
Do that. Is that a check?
Yeah, all other materials used to kill. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. This is a check that you can do in DC20 by what you roll for.
Yeah, that's fine. Go for it. I think it's insight probably, unless you have. I'd be down for. I mean, just because you have the feature, let's make it a little bit more open even. So I'd be down for like investigation, even awareness, or insight.
I'll do insight. I will ditch 13.
13. Okay. Let's see. I will say right away. Maybe the only thing that's like your obvious best shot is like he can be distracted, especially it like you're noticing more and more. Like he keeps saying it, but like the whole pride situation is literally part of the curse. Like he almost has to obey his urges to like satisfy his pride, whether he wants to or not. So you're noticing that's like a weird mental aspect of the curse that you could possibly, work with.
Okay.
You're noticing he's way too fast. He's way too strong. Yeah, I guess that's all the stuff you've already seen though.
Yeah, that doesn't help me kill him. Other than the pride aspect. Okay. Then that's
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do.
that's it. That was my last that would have been my last action actually, so I'm done anyways.
Okay. And I won't count those checks as checks targeting him technically. They're pretty harmless and like all mental, so no big deal.
I'm inspecting him versus like I wasn't attacking
Right.
him.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Who's
I'll
next?
take that.
I'll go next if that's all right.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I've been trying to like Iron Man myself up a little bit, like twisting up my magic hammer glow a little bit. And right now you see me just like chanting this just like weird chant that doesn't really make a lot of sense. And it's coming from like, it sounds like it's like primordial, then it sounds like it's arcane, then it sounds like a little bit druidic in a way. And then as I get this like big ball of just fluctuating energy of just a bunch of different colors, I cast and send it his way. I'm going to pump that up with 2 instances of advantage, 1 instance of damage, and if I miss, luck will activate until I try to get a critical hit up to 3 times. I'm going to waste all of my stuff here to try and activate the wild magic table.
I love this. All right, do it. That's so cool.
So 2 instances of advantage.
So 3 rolls all day.
My my magic core gives me +5 to my spell casting checks for a minute.
Oh, that's sick. Okay. You're in a good spot here to bypass the encounter DC, hopefully then.
Fingers crossed. Okay, nice. 18 plus 9.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
But
27.
Yep. Do I use my luck instances to get a natural 20 though? I'm not sure if I could, but I could try. I'm going to use at least 1 instance of luck.
Wait, why do you need to get better than this? Better than 18?
I just want to get a natural activation.
Oh, right.
It's a luck to see.
Okay.
Please be 20. No, darn. All right. Well, either way, I got 18 plus 9.
Okay. So we're at 27, which is a heavy hit, by the way. Good job with that. Nice. That's amazing. So how much is the base damage with all that mess?
So I'm going to roll a d12 to determine the bolt's damage type.
Okay. That's fun.
Oh, did that just roll? Yeah. Okay.
And there's
11. It didn't add anything, right? Okay, good.
No.
Its damage type is going to be umbral.
No.
And will be doomed for 1 round. They also need to make an intelligence save, and upon a hit, that's 2 damage. And then I also
like
pumped it up with
heal.
Yeah, it's probably the very worst, but a damage.
He is immune to umbral damage.
Okay.
Of course.
Does he make a save for intelligence?
I will
see
say,
if he's doomed?
Yeah, I'd say so. That's like a whole. That's a bit of a separate thing. So yeah, we'll do that still. You said an intelligence save.
Yep.
So I put him at a 25.
Okay. Or 2, I guess.
So that's against the your save DC, right?
Yeah.
Which is going to be what? Like 50.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, there's
At level 3.
so he's gonna save against every condition that we do. Is that big?
Oh.
Did he roll? Well, there it is. He's still gonna beat it.
Honestly, on the D12, exact worst thing that I could have picked, because I could have done psychic damage. I could have got. Yeah, there's a whole bunch out
Yeah. I knew it too. I literally knew it. I was like 11. That's close to the end of the scale. I wonder if Umbral and Radiant. Like, man, what if that's Umbral? That's crazy. And it was.
Dude, 12 is true damage. I was so close to true
I was
damage.
wondering. I thought about that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do hit him. You find out he's immune to Umbral damage. He happens to save from the Doom condition, but you did roll over the encounter DC. So it's enough that like he almost panics a little bit as this like you seriously pump up this spell like in an instant. Like it's like there's a spell ready and loaded, and then like boom, 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 like 4 tiers up, it's upgraded, and then just like blast, and he's like, uh-oh, I wasn't gonna dodge all that. So like you hit him, and you see him kind of like sneer almost like it's gonna hurt, and then he just kind of like that fades, and he's just like, that was close.
Fiddlesticks.
It was sick though.
If I could have
Okay.
just got a 12. Literally 10 and was radiant, 12 was true. I was actually hurting him hard.
Yeah. I know. Okay.
So
Was that it for your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
all right, so we know that his intelligence save is a 10. Like
We know how far.
Yeah. So far, physical and intelligence have been 10.
Are they all going to be 10 though? They can't all be 10. All right, I'm going to. All right, I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast slow time. It's going to be a charisma. It's going to be a spell check versus a charisma save.
Okay.
Hopefully, his charisma is low. God, I don't know. If also, is he gonna have a +10 out on everything?
There's only one way to find out.
There is. There's only one way to find out. I'm gonna go ahead and. All right, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, spell check versus charisma save.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this with advantage too.
Nice.
Everything needs to be lots of advantage, guys. Take less
more.
actions, higher advantage.
And I'm going with so I'm gonna spend 2 AP for advantage.
Mhm.
I'm also gonna spend an additional MP to do lethargy. So that's gonna if I do save, I know I'm going a lot for. I don't even know if his charisma is going to be a 10 or not. But if I do succeed, he will be slowed and stunned 2
Oh, nice.
instead
Both?
of just
That's
slowed and stunned
amazing.
1.
That's cool.
So, but I need this to make this a 10 on him because he's just gonna. Okay, spell. Here goes.
solid 10.
It's a 12.
Oh my gosh, it's a.
Okay. He's rolling a d20 plus 6. We're at 22.
I'm
Excellent.
hold on. That's a so he rolled a 16, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and use a stamina point.
Okay.
And I am going to use foresight because I do have an AP left. I'm gonna use foresight, and I know he's still gonna succeed. But I'm gonna take that 16 and give him a 10.
Mhm.
So I have a 16 as my omen now for
Okay.
my subclass oracle. This way I can give to one of us if we need a 16.
There you go. Okay.
And then, all right, so he succeeded against slow time. I have 1 AP left. I am just going to cast. If I cast Psybolt, or I'm sorry, if I cast Firebolt at him, and he's only 1 space, that's going to be a disadvantage because he's right next to me, though, right?
Oh, he was supposed to be right next to you. He's not on the map.
No, he is.
What?
Isn't
On
it
your
him
map,
right next
he's next
to
to
me?
you?
On my map,
No.
No. Where are you on your map?
I'm right here.
Huh,
Okay.
Is
weird.
my map wrong?
Now, it was like that at one point. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
I don't know. For spells, I don't know if spells are unwieldy technically. I like to
I
think
think
that they're
they
not. I
are.
think that'd be cool if they're not.
Yeah.
So who cares what the rules are? Right now, I'm gonna say for
yeah.
fun, they are not
I-
unwieldy. So
Yeah.
okay. I mean, I guess it's a spell check, so technically you have a disadvantage anyway for that. But
Yeah. Well, no,
You only have one.
Oh yeah, we're not a spell check and spell attacks are separate. They're all still
Oh.
1 right now.
I'm fine with that though.
Yeah.
We can treat it that way for
Yeah.
the rest of this.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So this can be this would be an attack check or spell attack check. Yeah. All right.
I like the distinction
24?
because of the spell blade and stuff better.
That is good, man. That's awesome. Okay. That is a normal hit.
Okay. So that would be 2 fire damage. To
Okay. You notice when you hit him with this fire damage, he doesn't really expect that you're going to, first off. Like after your whole like first thing, he's like, well, I guess that's gotta be all this guy's got. And then basically you just like up with a friggin' firebolt and he does not see it coming kind of thing. Like it cracks his head back for a second. You actually like hear his back crack. And then he kind of like leans forward a little bit. You see like some of his hair is singed. And there's this gnarly burn on like his chin now. He actually takes double damage from that.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
So it was 2 base damage. So he took 4 damage for it instead.
Yeah, that's 2 bait. All right.
And he looks down at you and he's just like, I didn't particularly like that.
It
We'll see
wasn't
how this
meant for you
goes.
to like it.
He's like, well, I'll be careful to enjoy the rest of it then. Anything else with your turn?
That's my turn. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
all
my
right,
turn.
Okay. Back up to the top.
What's that?
Back up to the top.
Yeah.
Do you think I could get down to like here in 3 spaces?
Hold on.
Yeah.
What?
Let's say you're able to kind of like swing somewhat easily.
What?
It's
What do you
back
mean
to the
I-
top. He didn't even go.
He goes every time we get.
Actually, he did miss the first one, right? Shouldn't he get an action?
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
His first one. Sorry to like reminding the teacher that we had homework.
No, you are right. He basically.
Hey, thanks, Homer.
Sorry.
Yeah, it
Okay,
just
teacher.
makes sense
Yeah.
narratively too. So
Yeah.
like it check, but we'll
Yeah.
instead. Or he kind of just like looks back down at you. You have that exchange. And then you don't even realize why right away, but you feel just like a sharp jab in your abdomen. And look down and his finger is just like at your stomach. And he's going to attempt to attack you.
Okay.
Steal it.
Is that a
Steal
is that a plus 10 on his attacks as well?
Yeah.
Because that's a plus 10 on his attack. Oh, there's well,
Bye.
I can that's gonna hurt no matter what.
What's gonna hurt?
You gonna hurt?
I'm gonna go. I am gonna steal. I'm gonna use my last stamina point and just steal that from him, and get a 20, and I'll have a 20 on me.
Okay.
But I gotta make a charisma. I gotta get him to fail something so I can get a stamina point back. So
Okay.
I'll have a nat 20.
So you
I live
take
like-
this critical blow, and you basically just like replace it. So there's like a moment in time where you literally like feel this jab in your stomach, and then you feel and like can almost witness like in the future as it's happening, the instantaneous moment that his finger touching your stomach becomes his entire arm through your body. And you like glimpse that reality for a second and like reverse that to the point that now, instead of having his arm through you, it's just like thrust to the point that you can like feel your organs touch your spine. It's just like this huge punch into your gut instead. The base damage is 3. So
Well,
with
that's a brutal. So
26.
Still at 26.
yeah.
So
That's
it'd
gonna be
be
a brutal.
5 bludgeoning damage total.
Oh my gosh.
You were just like, not today, Satan. Like,
Gosh. I'm gonna use 3 grip points on that, so I only take 2 from that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
That's it for him. So now we are back up at the top.
I got to get him to fail a mental save.
so I'm gonna use cunning action. We're gonna hop down here. I'm within 3 spaces. So my feint that I'm gonna make, it's gonna be a trickery chested by his insight.
Okay.
Not expecting to succeed, but it gains me stamina back is why I'm doing this,
Okay.
and gets me closer.
He's got a d20
well.
plus 8.
Yeah, he succeeded on that.
Yep. Puts him at
okay.
18.
That's all right. That's all right. So we are gonna do like hop down and chat with it as part of my like feint. Can I toss him? Wait, I'm gonna toss him my my vial
Okay.
that has a
you're-
bane,
Oh, okay.
if that can make sense. Thematically.
Sure.
Or do I need to roll for that?
I don't remember. I don't remember how feint works, but
Yeah, we already. Maybe I couldn't be part of feint. Never mind. Let me just apply that to maybe an attack. That would make way more sense then.
okay.
Okay, so let's make.
Yeah, feint is a you spend an AP to make a trickery check contested by the insight
Yeah.
Of a creature.
Yeah, that doesn't make as much sense to do it that way. Okay, so
No worries,
let's
no worries.
do. Yes.
Hey, insight's
sorry.
charisma based, so we need 10.
Yes, but when I roll a 5,
Okay.
We keep forgetting about Bane. So
Oh,
let me real quick. Let me retcon. He should have had a D4 subtracted from that last attack.
oh right,
Right?
yes.
yeah.
All right, it's 2 less. Does that change anything? It was
That would be
26.
a heavy. So that would have been
Okay.
a heavy.
1 less damage. Mark it.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, that's not nothing. All right, well then I'm gonna shoot at him, and I'm gonna so same thing here. I'm like gonna hop down, do like little trickery check thing, like kind of getting his attention, and then I'm like just chatting with him as I just casually pull my crossbow and just like shoot it at his face again, basically.
Okay.
And this time I'm gonna ask him about like, okay, so there's no chance you have of ever beating this guy. You're just always gonna be like a mess. He does something about it. How do you decide when you're just gonna eat someone or when you are gonna pass on the curse to them too? Because this seems like something where it's a little unbelievable that you get to choose how this works.
Okay.
Is there a
Yeah.
way I could also try to help with this? I have enlarge object, and I was hoping before it hits him.
Oh, cool.
It's not a reaction spell, but I'd like to try to use it, even if it doesn't count as like the spell. I just want to help.
I like that. Yeah, let's just keep it simple and let's have you burn an AP for that, and it'll just add a D8 like help die normal.
Nice.
And narratively, that's how it's happening. That's awesome.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'm gonna spend all of the rest of my.
Okay, so that's 3. Yeah, and as he kind of like does answer you, and now he's a little bit more frustrated, but he's also kind of like he's being sick. He's being weird, and he's like angry. He's got his fist like jammed into Magnus right now. It's just like burrowed deep in his gut, and he's like, yeah, no, I do get to choose. It's actually one of the few nice things as you're attacking him, kind of thing.
Okay. Hey, so I'm gonna got a 26. So I have because he's
Nice.
marked, and then I gave myself advantage and reload. So all 3 lasted my AP into this attack.
Okay, awesome. 26 is a heavy hit.
Okay. So I've got, it's a crossbow, I deal an extra damage to it because since since my last turn, it's the same creature that I targeted, and plus the heavy. So this will be 5 that he's gonna
Nice.
hit by. And
That
I'm gonna
is
be
huge.
like, you're gonna have to prove it.
That's awesome. So, yeah, like
I'm
looks.
like implying me, like turn me into a vampire to prove it, basically.
Oh my.
And
Okay.
I'm like, you have to like prove it, and then I'll like even like kind of like show my neck or something.
Whoa. All right. All right.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. All right. So he's going to. He looks over at you, smiles as you say this, like implying that, and this whole thing is just like you're like praising him almost by like taunting him, because he can feel in your taunt that you know that he can, and you're basically just like.
I'm gonna put my well, by the way. That's
So
a
he
minor
looks over at
action.
you, grins, and then this bolt comes flying at him, doesn't move an inch, and then the bolt mid-air literally just like doubles in size. So now it's like a small, it's just like jams through his shoulder, and he just like goes from smiling to like wincing, but still smiling, and he's just like, I can do that.
Like put away my crossbow, show my neck. That's it
Okay,
for my turn.
that's sick.
Enlarge object actually makes it 4 times the weight and size. Just in
Nice.
case you care about like
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll say in general, the way that you kind of like fired it off without having to spend stuff and stuff like that, it's kind of just like a quick reaction thing where you halfway nail it kind of thing.
Definitely. And it can work on people too, but you got to spend more.
Makes sense. So, who's next?
I think that should be me.
yep.
Go for it. You're up.
All right. To be honest with you guys, I'm not sure how much I can do to help here. I can boost you guys up quite a bit, but I'm not sure how well. What I am able to do, though, is start off with a lightning cloud that's going to be sent straight over to this guy. And I'm going to try to hopefully cover him and not Magnus.
Okay. So it's like a AoE thing. What's the size and dimensions or whatever?
You create a 6 space high, 2 space diameter cylinder of crackling lightning within range for the duration. And then when a creature enters the area for the first time on its turn or starts its turn there, the target takes 1 lightning damage when it's in the area.
Okay.
And it has a spell passive that anything metal in the area becomes magnetized. So if he has metal on him, he's gonna start like getting a bunch of different like knives and paper clips sticking to his chest.
That's funny. I'm sorry. Remind me again the dimensions. It was 6 spaces high, and then what?
6 spaces high, 2 space diameter cylinder.
Okay, got it. So basically, it'd be like that. Oh, sorry, like that. Is that what you were thinking, location-wise?
Yes, please. Absolutely.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So now, what does he do?
It's a save. He needs to make an agility save, and if he fails, he takes 1 damage. And then anyone in that area will also take 1 lightning damage when they start their turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you move it down just a little bit so I can still stand next to him
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
and not get electrocuted?
I'm cool with that. He landed on
4 squares instead of 6. Yeah.
something like that.
So he definitely saved.
Does
damage here.
save, but yeah. So this thing literally just like apparates in like one of their tubes. It just kind of like is there, and you're seeing just like lightning just like arcing across this cylinder of just like swirling cloud and electricity. And he just like standing in it like like a freak. Anything else for your turn?
You know, I'm not too sure. I only have 1 AP
Wait.
left over to be able to use.
Did you do the 2 Bane on your saving roll?
Oh no, nope. Did you say 2 Bane?
Yeah, I applied 1. My last
Oh,
turn.
sweet. My bad. I didn't even realize that. Is this the first time that I missed it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's the very first time it would have mattered.
Okay. So then he ended up with a 19. Yeah.
Still a save, but not as good.
Right. Right.
I feel like I might just take the dodge action
Okay.
just to maybe save my butt a little bit later. But
Okay. That sounds good.
that's going to be it for my turn.
Gotcha. Okay. Next up.
I'm going to cast a fear. He's like he stabs me in the gut, and I kind of use a grit to kind of take most of that, and I'm going to cast fear in return. And this is going to be a spell check versus a charisma save.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to go ahead and do this as well. So I'm going to spend advantage.
Gotcha.
Oh, nat 26. Nice.
Very nice. Okay. So he fails the save
and
against.
yeah. So now the target is frightened by me for the duration of the spell, which is 1 minute.
Okay.
So each turn, and this is a repeated charisma save. So at the end save to see if he stays frightened by me.
Okay. When that happens, do you make the spell check again, or do you know?
It's against my DC at that point.
Okay. Got it. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Now I got some SP back. That's good. I needed that.
Yeah. Yeah. And you see again, so he does not act.
And then now I am going to go ahead and do Firebolt again, and I'm going to use an extra AP to up the damage on that.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm going to save that AP. So I'm just going to use a regular attack check on this.
Okay. I would think that this one probably has disadvantage.
Okay, that's fine.
I would consider the psychic fear an attack, even if it isn't.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what
that's
I mean?
fine.
So-
That's fine.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be using an AP and my SP that I just gained back
Mhm,
for
mhm.
my Omen swap. So
Okay. Good thinking.
yeah, so I would have had a
nat 20.
15. Yeah, so basically I'm going to swap out my 15 to get my nat 20 with a 6. So, or no, it would be a 6. That should be an attack check. Should be a 5. So it would have been a 25 to hit.
Okay. With a natural 20, technically, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And my new omen becomes 15. Or no, disadvantage. My new omen becomes a 6.
Nice. Okay.
Almost
so,
more valuable in some ways.
Freaking huge. Okay. So this is a natural 20 with a 25.
Yeah.
With a firebolt.
With the firebolt. So that'd be 2 base.
Okay. Plus the heavy, plus the crit, bringing it to
5.
Yeah, that's 5. And then he is vulnerable to fire damage. So you immediately in one shot, and this one really got him. You can tell for the first time that a large part of his form is like singed. You see him recoil back. He takes 10 damage outright and is hugely wounded compared to where he was standing at this point. Not quite bloodied, but every part of his he's going from enjoying this to like immediately just angry. He's like looking around. You see a bit of fear on his face. You can tell he hasn't encountered this in a while. And yeah, he's just kind of like really assessing you all at this point, and he looks touchable.
Yeah. So remember, he'll be frightened by me, meaning that he willingly cannot move closer to the source.
Yep.
And he'll have disadvantage on all checks made against the source.
Yeah.
For 1 minute, as long as he fails the charisma save.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay, cool. That's it for your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Next.
All right. I'm going to start with a feint, which would be my trickery versus his insight.
Okay. Versus insight. Okay.
Yeah. Minus 2d4, maybe there is a chance.
Oh yeah, that's right. Minus 2d4. Insight was an 8. So he's at...
What, even if you roll 2 4s, right?
No, I don't think so. Oh wait, maybe. Yeah.
Because it's 7 plus...
Yeah.
Plus, anyways.
Wait,
If
no.
it's plus 10...
No, it's not. It's plus 8. Sorry.
Oh, so there's a chance. There's like
there is a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Oh!
What? There is a chance.
Oh, no way.
Oh my gosh, my brain. So he has a 7. He fails.
Okay. So
that's crazy.
I'm gonna do a
plus 8
against him. Okay, so wow. Okay, so
that's awesome.
The cunning action allows me to move up next to him basically for free, and I get the stamina. And now I'm going to attack him with my the false shield, which is a concealed, so I get advantage since it's the first time I've pulled this weapon out to attack him.
Excellent.
So I've got, oh my gosh, so many things here. So I have advantage because it's advantage from the feint, advantage from the false, the concealed property of the item, as well as advantage because of Hunter's Mark. It's my first martial attack against him. So that's 3 instances of advantage. 1 was to feint, and then 1 more to attack. We'll bring, okay, but I've got, so this is going to be 4d20 that I'm going to roll, and then I'm going to get a crazy plus because this is a buffed item, so I get a plus 8 to hit, but because I'm flanking, I get plus 4 because I am when I flank people. So
super flanky.
I have pass 2.
Yeah.
That's why I was okay. So I'm gonna roll 44 plus 8 plus 12. So 25 is, I think. Wow, it's a good thing I rolled some. Yeah, 25, right? I think I did that right. I think that's everything I'm supposed to.
I think so. And if that's solid, then that is a heavy hit.
Okay. Excellent. That means the next attack check made against this guy is going to get an extra d8 help die now.
Nice.
Okay, so heavy hit. So it's a base of 2 cold. I'm going to get 1 more because of the trickery to bring it up to 3. 1 more because of the heavy hits. I think that's everything there. And then he'll need to roll a physical save. So 4 damage, at least 2 of that's cold. I don't know if all of it would count as cold. Yeah, probably. So 4 cold damage, and then he needs to roll a physical save against being exposed.
He takes the 4 cold damage,
yeah, Chris, do you have any stamina? You can give him that.
No.
6. No.
No. I wish I could.
Because if I give him a condition, he has bleed, which is 1 true damage. My bleed is special.
Yeah,
but
no,
I don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Unfortunately, scions do not have a lot of stamina. I had to use a martial career path when I'd take a path point just to get an extra stamina.
And that's the 1 damage type by fire.
-2. Oh, he doesn't need -2 d4 because that's only 12, right?
His physical save would have been a 12.
So he is exposed, not just on the first. So when I expose people too, it lasts until the end. Here we go. Until the start of my next turn. Sorry.
Holy.
So it doesn't. It's not the
moly.
next bleeding. So I've probably been like trying a different mix of like herbs or like stuff from my pockets each time, trying to like figure out what's gonna hurt this guy, and then I just happen to get the right mix. Because he's now got, not that he ever goes, but if he ever does, he's got bleed of 1 that can't, it doesn't end when he regains it. He has to, what he has to do to get rid of it. He has to do a
You said he
medicine
has
check,
bleed
I think.
1? Is that what you said?
And he's exposed, yeah.
Okay.
And I actually still have 2 more.
He's so awesome.
Yeah. Actually, did I already regain again since I hit some of the condition?
No, I think you only get to regain.
I already regained earlier. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Once per
I can only
turn.
regain so much. You're right. Okay. So last 2, I think I should just attack him as a normal attack. Well, it'll be at advantage because he's exposed. Yeah. Same weapon. So 26. Oh, I get a D8 actually. How about 31?
Oh.
That's amazing. You still have all those bonuses, right? That's all.
That's because the weapon gets a +8 and then plus. That's
That's
what I'm telling you. He
insane.
likes to flank. Everything is built around him flanking.
That is insane. A 31 is a brutal hit.
Okay, so base of 2 cold. I do 1 extra damage because of its weapon property when they're exposed. So that's 3. The 2 more from the brutal will make it 5. So 5 more damage.
Wow. He is bloodied at this point. It is insane. These are just landing immense shots on this guy.
And I'm gonna like show my neck again, and I'm gonna put my weapon away again. Like reaction, put it away and be like, I'm waiting. I thought you were supposed to be like so impressed.
I love that. Yeah, he's gonna and just be like, you just like pummeled this guy, honestly, a lot. So he's like, on one knee, and he's like, he seems very injured, even though you imagine he has quite a bit of fight left. Like he just hasn't been hurt like this in a really long time, basically. So he's like, what's happening, kind of deal. So he like shakily stands back up and looks at you, and he's just like, wipes the blood off of his face, and like a huge amount too. And he's just like, sooner or later, just wait.
And
I'm done. That's
all right.
Nice. That was a good move, really. And
that's why I was working my way down so I could finally flank this guy.
And
I was gonna do an extra thing on when I did the fear that was gonna make him run away. I'm glad I didn't do that now. I'm so glad I didn't do that.
So Lyrian, he's been sitting here just charging up this magical bolt for a moment. He's just been watching Yogg wail on him, and he's like, I gotta get one in. I have to hit this guy at least once. So he's gonna pump up this with and he's got advantage because of exposure too. So we've got
2.
Oh,
17 plus 5.
just
22
Yeah.
exactly, right?
Yeah, 22. You needed all
God.
4 of those because my word.
For real.
yeah.
Okay, you do
I
hit.
can
There was
imagine
some-
that one.
There was supposed to be one more D20 because he was exposed. That was my 4 actions,
Yes.
and then also I'm
Yes.
just gonna roll one more.
Yep.
Okay. Definitely
Worth
did
a shot.
not.
Wow.
Okay, and it's just enough for him. Like you see, basically he's about to just straight up like grab you to some degree. And it's like just enough where as he does that, it's like almost like the redirecting lightning kind of situation. Like it's not, he isn't quite able, and it impacts him fully still. So
it is actually lightning damage because I rolled a 7.
Wow,
And,
redirect lightning. I said that too.
Yeah, right. And if he fails his intelligence save, he's going to be stunned until the end of their turn.
Okay. All right. So it
I
does
had
hit
an
with a normal
SP.
hit. Intelligence save. Okay, so he. Let me do Bane stuff still.
Just 1 now. It only lasts for a minute.
Thank you for keeping track of that. Okay, so a whole lot still.
Yep.
21 or something. But
That
the
is
attack
still
still lands. So
lightning
what's the damage?
2 damage for lightning.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the Bane. There we go. Okay, so now it's only got 1. Okay. 2 lightning damage.
Mhm.
He takes that as well. And you are realizing more and more that he has something planned. And you can tell that he's like anxious about trying to make it happen. That's really all. Honestly, you're wailing him so effectively that he literally is like watching, and you're like, oh, he's about to do something. And then someone else just like enough to keep his attention, and he's not able to like recoup and actually do something because you are all very precisely landing your blows. And it's awesome. It actually makes sense, like narratively and mechanically. You are taking your time to make sure that you're hitting really well, and he cannot like rebuttal to it. He cannot counterattack because of it. So
Trying our best. This was supposed to be a jumping.
yeah, and you're noticing more and more like he's literally just mind blown that you've gotten as far as you have. He doesn't know what to do with it. So, was that it for your turn?
Yep, that was all my actions.
All right. Next up.
I'm going to go ahead and cast. I'm going to try casting a sin, so it'll be a spell check versus his charisma save.
Okay. One more thing. I forgot he'll turn. So if you want the lightning situation to occur on your turn with this homebrew, that probably makes sense.
Also, the lightning would have disappeared because I cast a different spell. I have to sustain the
Right.
So
Okay.
I was
So we can actually ignore it this
totally
time around.
forgot to say, yep, you can remove the circle.
Okay, no worries. Okay, sorry. Chris, go back to it.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. So I'm going to cast slow time again.
Okay.
So that would be an AP and an MP. I'm going to go ahead and do that at a check versus charisma save.
Okay. Sounds good.
22 Bane.
Yes, Bane. It's gonna do it.
Okay.
So he fails.
So he'll be slowed and stunned.
22 beats him.
Yeah. So thankfully,
Like,
slow
just
and
enough.
stunned right now.
Okay.
And then I do get an SP back, so that's good. I need that. Hold on to that.
And just in those two.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, I would have had advantage on that one.
I don't
For
actually
this, I
maybe
don't
not.
think so.
I think it's only attacks. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not attacked, but I am about to attack right now.
Right.
Yes, now it matters.
So this would be a straight roll for me because it would be a disadvantage. But I'm going to go ahead and use. So I have 3 AP left. I don't want to move because I want to keep them flanked. So
Wait.
I'm just going to stay where I'm at.
Didn't you roll with advantage? Did you roll with advantage on the last one? Yeah, you did. So you used 2.
Yeah. I did roll with advantage. You're right. Thank you. So I'm gonna use an AP. Which he's frightened by me right now. All right. Yeah. So I'll use my straight roll, and then I'm gonna pump the damage. Basically, is all I'm gonna do. So just a straight attack roll.
Okay.
21.
21 does hit with a normal hit.
But
So what would the damage be there?
he's gonna have it. All right. Okay. Yeah. So 21. So that's just a 3. That's gonna be 3 fire damage.
Okay. Brings it to 6 fire damage. Amazing. Okay, so yet again, I don't know. It is insane. Like, do you guys realize how sustained your rolls have been incredibly high consistently because you're being so careful? It's amazing. Like, it's so cool. You're rolling. This is the first time in like 3 rounds that he's reacted because he's had a bit of an opening, and only a bit, literally. So basically, he's going to you blast him with this fire, and yet again it like scorches. Honestly, it's gonna like violently burn like half of his face, to the point that like his face is burned, even like some of his hair is like singed off on that side. He went from looking like one of the classic like charming undead type to just like he looks messed up and mangled at this point. You guys were seriously beating him up, and just like he just like coughs out a nice splattering of blood on the ground, and just like breathing heavily, he looks at you guys, and quickly he just like grabs your arm, so basically as like a panic maneuver to like not let you do something else. And he's going to just be like, I guess we'll have to pick this up another time. And you notice he's going to do the classic obnoxious vampire thing, and he just poofs into a mist.
Coward.
Yep, he's going to poof into a mist form, and also that'll allow him to move a little bit too. Not that it matters much, but yeah, he's just like in a mist form, moves over there, and the very moment that he does this little escape maneuver, you're noticing that the corpses around you are not still anymore. You notice that the ones that are laying still begin to just like violently, like you hear like bones crack and like flesh popping. As you see several of them kind of just like mutate to vampiric creatures of sorts.
Oh.
And you notice that you are suddenly surrounded by a bunch of seemingly just like less intelligent vampire thrall types. And then there's one specific guy. It is the one that he like ate. Yeah, the guy over there is the one that he was like holding and then set down. That is less of like a feral thrall looking person and more of a relatively normal vampire looking person.
Do we get an opportunity of attack?
Yeah, technically he moved out of your, yes. Depending on what you have, you waste the resources possibly. As in like I won't, you can try to do something and see what happens narratively kind of thing, because it's going to be difficult to hit, but technically yes.
Yeah, I would just cast Firebolt. I think I would take the opportunity to attack him. But do I want to? Do I need to save the AP? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna go ahead. Is he still exposed?
So technically yes. Technically he's still exposed, but you don't even. I'm not even gonna make sure that you bonded more or less, because you blast fire and it goes straight through his form like it's nothing.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind then. Okay, but if this is his turn, yeah, he can go ahead and make the charisma save to see if he still stays frightened by me.
That is something that would still,
save.
Yeah, that is something that would still, in theory, occur. And he has still.
Yeah.
Okay, so 16.
So he would succeed that.
Okay, so he's no longer frightened. He still got technically a bunch of other stuff still frightened.
Well, I go. Yeah.
How much is he?
One.
I
don't know how many AP he has, or if he uses AP at all. But he
doesn't. But he has a movement ability, like a movement amount still. So
okay,
he can only move that much technically. Yeah. Okay, but that's everything that he can do. And one of those things was something he did, and the other thing was a response to what he did, not necessarily an action of his. So like the reawakening of all the other creatures seemed to awaken as he physically left their presence.
Okay. And that was my whole turn, by the way.
And because it's nice that you're not dealing with, well, right now, currently you're not dealing with the Master Vampire, but because you are dealing with so many other creatures, and they are unfortunately also fast, the encounter DC is actually going up a bit.
Ooh. I like that.
Wow.
So here we are. But whoever would be up, or if you guys want to discuss and move forward, however.
Let's see, that was 2 I used for that. I went a straight roll for that one. Actually, I have 1 AP left.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 1 AP left. So, I would just cast Firebolt at that thrall right next to that's gonna be like double disadvantage though. I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to spend an AP to move.
Okay.
And I'm going to move to over here. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Feeling lonely now.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate to leave you like that, but I need to try something.
Something, I swear.
I was right
I'm
there.
trying something. It's called bait. You're it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. Who's next?
I'll go there instead.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that's my turn.
Feel free to discuss and reassess or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Obviously, some stuff has changed at this point, so
The encounter DC is up to 25 guys. I almost feel like I don't.
All right, who's playing?
What do you-
I'll go, I guess.
God, I hate I missed by that one right now.
I'll be, open. Like if there's a point where you at any point, also we can. Like at any point, if you want to decide that this is going to be a more of a rapid resolution and you'd like to turn it into a skill challenge instead to try to make something happen, we can. Or we can keep running it full combat rules. Just so you know, I'm open to whatever you think would be good.
Well,
Lead on my turn, since he doesn't have a normal turn.
I guess not.
No.
Yeah, honestly, it's going to be completely removed, I think.
Oh.
Well, I'll leave it on there
Okay.
just in case, because I feel like if he reapparated, he'd probably still be bleeding. So I'll leave it on there.
Oh,
but
I see what
in
you're
mist
saying.
form, no.
Okay. He doesn't bleed. Okay. But he is in mist form still now.
Yes.
oh, he's in villain mist form.
Yeah.
Ooh, is this a little bit of lore about vampires you guys don't know? I won't ruin it if it is.
I mean, he might be
Don't you?
return to his coffin thing. Is that the what we're talking about?
We'll do that.
If he, is this what I think? Like if he's in mist form and he dies in mist form, can I?
I mean, I don't think I would have a way of attacking him. So I think I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna first of all, I'm gonna call him a coward again, and then be like, "Oh, you get to choose." Like, calling him out, and yeah. And then I'm gonna do feint against this guy.
Okay. It's insight for him.
Yeah.
He has bad insight. No bonus. 2.
Okay. Well, that is gonna succeed, and I don't have any weapons out again, so it's concealed property. So I'm gonna do the false shield and draw that using my conceal, so I can get advantage against him,
Nice.
and I will have double advantage because he failed to feint. But at the same time, we have a very high encounter DC. So let's see how much I can do here. Let's just use the rest of my stuff. The one was for the feint, one for the attack, and then give it. We'll pump two damage into it, and we'll do debilitating strike. I
Nice.
think is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
So I have, because I have double advantage, and it's going to be so 26.
26. There it is. Still clearing the encounter DC. And that is a brutal hit against this creature.
He's going to make a physical save to avoid being exposed.
Okay. He is pretty physical. He's got a solid bonus there.
It's
Okay, so he ended up with a 12. So he still failed.
okay. So he is exposed, and he is also bleeding.
That's awesome. Okay. So this creature, basically, as it looks at you, its mouth just hangs grossly agape, and you're just staring into it, and then you just smash this guy. So he's exposed.
And you said it was a brutal hit?
Yeah.
2 cold, plus 2 more for brutal, plus the 2 that I pumped into it, plus the fact that he failed the feint, so it'd be 7 cold damage against this guy.
Nice. Immediately, it is such an incredible strike that the creature is past bloodied already at this point.
Oh wow! How much damage did you do?
7.
Okay.
You can tell that this creature is way more frail than its master vampire counterpart.
And exposed and bleeding, and that is that's it for me.
Nice. Okay. And it again enough that it could not counterattack, and it's just generally safe blows, even to the point that it doesn't it's quick enough. It doesn't leave an opening for any friendly of his either. So next up from there.
Very cool. Now, I'm curious, can the mist form be hit at all with magical attacks? Would
Let me
I
do some
be
thinking.
able to get some inclination from it from maybe a check or two?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and roll probably, I don't know, whatever check, I guess. Whatever makes sense to you.
So I have, it doesn't necessarily come up to the same thing, but I do have critter knowledge, and you have advantage on nature, survival, and animal checks involving small-sized creatures and smaller. And if he's real small in that mist, he may or may not count. I don't know.
I gotcha. That's definitely supposed to be. I feel like the intent of that is animalistic, so probably not.
Okay.
And the only ones that I can make sense of is probably either an arcane or like an occultism check, most likely, to determine of his mist form. You know what I mean?
Okay. Definitely going to go with arcane.
Okay.
23?
23 is really good. I would say it is technically possible to hit him with any sort of magic if you like exclusively on a natural 20. Otherwise, the mist form is able to just like completely counteract magic, like it's a physical thing, like it's no big deal.
Okay.
But
all right,
I like the idea that maybe you could technically hit him in his mist form if it's a natural 20, regardless of the magic type.
Chaos, nothing yet, but I do still have these right here.
That's awesome.
2 more instances of luck.
Oh.
Still no.
Dude, what does it look like though? What would this look like though?
So this is literally the meme, random bullcrap, go. So I'm like, no. And then I bring up my magical glowing hammer, and that's like my lucky charm, right? So I'm like, not again. And I just hold that up, and I spin one more out, still misses. The next one, still misses.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That is awesome though. So he's just like literally absolutely barraged, and you see there's like halfway through this barrage, the mist is like actively trying to move out of the way, like panicking. But yeah, unfortunately, no natural 20s there. Nothing lands.
Dang it.
Kind of awesome. I think that's worth a try. I too. That was so many rolls. You got decent odds.
I was really hoping something would happen. And I'm not rolling that well today.
But what was the high?
19.
Okay, so it is under the encounter DC. So unfortunately, while you're doing that, there is just enough of an opening for an enemy to do something. So the one creature that Yogg's already been beating the crap out of. Actually, no. I'm gonna say this one jumps down. Yogg, you feel just like this thud next to you as this creature just like jumps down like a chupacabra. Like it's just gross the way this thing's moving around. Lands next to you and immediately just like takes its hand back, and it's got unnatural claws that are like almost the length of its entire fingers, and it just swipes at you with those. It's gonna have a +2 from the flank. Normally a +6, so that would put it at an 18 against your PD.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I got distracted. 18. Oh, that's just enough. That's my PD is 18.
Oh, really? Wow, your PD is really high. That's amazing. So he just hits.
Actually, he gets +2 because he's flanking me.
That was with the +2.
Oh, that was +2. Okay.
Yep.
I have slip away. I was going to use slip away to hit it, but
Yep. Unfortunately, just hits you. This
yeah.
slash across your back is 4.
It's on that. So like
Sounds
I don't want
good.
to be bleeding this.
Sounds good. Hold on. Okay, there is a physical save attached to their attacks too. I forgot about.
So thank you.
Sorry. I know.
I feel like it's gonna be.
Oh, you did good. You did good. You passed it. So you notice that like any deeper, and this would have been like a bleeding gash kind of thing, but thankfully it was not. But that's it. So next.
Oh, coward needs your weak little dead things. Can I put my weapon back away again too?
Yes. Go ahead and make a influence check.
I think sheathing my weapon giving them an opportunity attack. I'll take it if they can.
I don't know. I'm gonna say no. Maybe it is, but I'll be nice.
Influence check. Sorry, I got distracted.
You're good.
Oh,
Okay.
influence him in the wrong direction.
All right, we'll pretend like that didn't happen. But, okay. I don't remember. Did I interrupt anyone's turn with the attack? I don't think so. I think Alex finished your turn. Alex, you finished your turn. So it should be next after Alex. And like I said, if at any point you guys decide to handle this differently with the main priority, we can swap up the mechanics too if you want.
So wait, my turn?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So he's in mist form right now.
Mm-hmm.
So am I able to use my telekinesis on a mist form and grapple? Or is that going to be...
Man, I hate to say
I don't know
just
if
no, but
I don't think I don't think I'd be able to.
I don't think so. It'd be the same as interacting with something physically.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to ask. That's what I thought. I wanted to ask.
I get that.
So doing anything? Oh, so he's in a missed form, so I can attack AD wise probably, right? Because it's an area. Can I? Do you guys think Do you guys think if I made an AD attack, that would land? Do you guys think that would? Because I mean that's more of an area type thing, not a precision type of thing. Because I want to use the only spell that I got that's AP with no. I don't want to use it right now. Because I got Vicious Mockery, and that's it's an AP spell, but it's against the AD of a target. I don't know if it because I already know if I shoot a firebolt, we just go right through. It doesn't do anything.
I think it's worth a shot.
Because this is psychic, and this is psychic damage, is what this is. It's against the AD, and it will do psychic damage. Yeah, I'll try it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna target him because he's still exposed, right? Yeah.
No, he wouldn't be exposed anymore.
At this point, probably not. I mean, honestly, maybe even just because he's in misform, no. But I think it wore off anyway.
Oh, because it would have been after your turn, right?
The start of my turn, it went away.
Yeah. All right, so exposed would have went away. So he still has Bane on him though. So, okay, I am going to go ahead. I'm gonna do Vicious Mockery, which is just I'm gonna verbally mock a creature that can hear me. And it's going to be a ranged spell attack against the AD in range, which is 10 spaces.
Okay.
So basically, I'm going to be like, I'm just going to verbally mock. I'm going to be like, so this is how you're going to be. You're going to be scared and run away. You can't handle your own fight. I thought you chose to fight, not have others fight for you. And I'm going to use 1 extra AP to do taunt as well. So this will be a charisma save.
Okay.
Against me as well.
Okay.
1 AP for that. 1 AP for that. And then I'm going to do an AP for advantage. And I'll have 1 AP left. Yeah. 16.
Okay. So
I'm going to use my last AP and SP to change 6.
Okay. What was the save for again? The taunt.
For the taunt.
Yes. Okay. That makes sense.
So he would fail against my save DC. He taunted for 1 round only. So only for 1 round.
Gotcha. I realized that is interesting and maybe needs some rethinking with the way that things work here. He doesn't have a time slot to take a turn necessarily, but there is like a forced thing that's happening. And this maybe would openly reveal this at this point.
Yeah.
That he didn't necessarily choose to move away when he turned into mist. That is like a forced action that's happening regardless. So
yeah.
Technically he does fail the taunt, and whether you know it or not, like he is taunted, but he's also, even if he wanted to stay, he cannot stay while he's in mist form. He's like being pulled away from this area.
He's being back to his, yeah.
So
yeah, I'm trying to. I think it's what if I can force him.
I get that. So he is taunted. Unfortunately, it doesn't stop the forced thing against him here, even if he wanted it to.
Okay, you get a stamina back, right? Because he failed.
Yeah, I do.
That is true. That is true.
Which I'll have before we need it.
And I think since he turned into mist form at least once already, maybe not.
This would be it now, yes, because it was on my last turn. And that's my turn right now.
Okay. So.
And I did fail the encounter DC.
Oh, that's right. So we're going to use that time marker for him to move more. Yeah, so he'll move more. And you notice that he's just kind of being pulled in a direction farther away from this area entirely.
He would also need to make a charisma save against slow time still to see if he's still slowed.
Okay. Only a 13.
Yep, so he would still be
slowed. So he would
right
still
now.
be slowed? Yeah, that's funny.
He doesn't have AP.
Right. Okay, interesting. Okay. Cool. So that's basically that. And that's kind of happening regardless. The encounter DC situation is a little different. Let's see. None of these guys are close enough to move. This guy is going to be very fast, actually, but still not quite close enough. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, he can get there with a leap, big nasty feral creature leap. He can actually even get there. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay.
No, thank you.
So that guy's gonna hop down there and sees that Yogg's getting ganged up on already. Was that?
Light step.
Yeah, 100%. That's like a before an attack, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna try to attack you. So yeah, absolutely.
11.
So yeah, I'll even let it be after he moves there, kind of thing. So you can move your first spot. Good thinking, tinking, and then it also gives me disadvantage, right, on the attack.
Disadvantage.
Okay. All right. Here we go. 17 plus 2, 19.
That just hits, yeah. Thought about you.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna leap down, sees you there. As you're moving away, the one is there attacking you now, is going to swipe against you, and it's the same deal where you feel the claws just like impact your body, and they carve nice and deep. I need a physical save. Nice. Awesome. So you shirk that off again. So that's good. One of the very few things that still trigger in this homebrew system would be the natural common reactions. So the one you moved away from gets an opportunity attack as well.
Okay. I thought about not doing... Yeah, I thought about doing parry instead, but I wanted to actually just try it to see if he'd get it up.
Fair. And he's going to take it. So...
Wait, how much damage did I take from the...
4. 4 base damage.
Oh.
This one is going to attempt to attack you as well.
Yeah, it's not very...
Oh, that is also a 19.
That'll be a regular hit.
Okay.
All right, we gotta rally around Yogg right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is the same situation. Claws. I need another physical save.
I'm also bloodied now. That matters.
Okay.
Okay. 13 does fail, and you have bleeding 2.
I am going to use my. I'm going to use my. Hey, do you need me to go ahead and give you a 14? So you succeed against this?
No, I'll just use a...
Okay.
I'm assuming it's a normal kind of bleed where if I heal, it'll go away.
Yep. It sure is.
Okay.
That's it for them. So was that interrupting someone? I think it was.
I think it's my turn.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to do is drink a potion, which I think is just 1 AP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me knock off just one of these cheap ones. Heal myself for 2 and bleeding condition. Bloodied anymore since I am just about 2. Bing. If that guy next to me was dead. He's no longer exposed either. Because
Okay.
half of my turn that exposed goes away.
Yeah,
Can
okay,
bleed when it's my turn?
Yeah, that would make sense. Yes.
So if he can
So he's
bleed
going to take-
one,
Oh, okay. So
I'll just
bleed.
use my guy up above
Okay.
me.
Okay. So he takes 1 damage, true damage from bleed. He's looking very messed up at this point, this one.
Right. And I'll attack with advantage for my last 2.
Oh.
Did I just roll 3 times? I just rolled 3. No. That last was the check. Okay, sorry. It's just the bottom 2. So 27.
27. Okay. That is definitely going to be enough for you to kill this creature. And you clearly encounter DC. Now it's like a very swift and precise hit. It can look as you call it. But yeah, that one is dead.
Okay. So I'm going to get a stamina point back. Okay, that's it for me. That's all my action points.
Okay, nice. Okay. Basically, Aslan, you're kind of realizing that these feral creatures it seems like they maybe do intentionally operate in like a pack, if possible. You've yet to see really anything else happen from them yet, but you're pretty much seeing that this is going to be a quick slugfest. Back and forth, these creatures don't seem to have nearly the powers of the normal vampire. Basically, the only one you might need to worry about still is the one in the corner there, because he's not seemingly feral like the rest.
Yeah.
So that's what you're looking
We might need to think about an exit strategy. If we don't have a way of keeping with Misty Boy over there, I would rather track him and stay with him, but if we don't think we can keep him, do skill checks or something, get out of here.
Yeah. I feel like we might need to possibly flee the battle. Not 100% sure. If we can find a way to get rid of this type of... if we can find a way to get rid of this type, misty monster, then maybe we could get all of these creatures to die at once, but I'm not sure if that's like his thralls or what. So we'll have to see.
I don't. Yeah.
What were you just saying? Sorry, I lost. I got disconnected for a second with my audio.
No, you're good. I was just thinking maybe if we find a way to kill the vampire, we'll kill all the other vampires that he spawned, but I don't know if it works that way. I'm thinking should I try to take on the mist, or should I try to take on the physical vampires, or should we get out of this?
Can we crush him? Knock the statue on the mist or something? Like, that's the part that I'm like, I really would rather. I've done a lot of time wake up in the night, but like I also have no idea how to hurt him now that he's missed.
Could I possibly make a roll for history or some sort of intelligence roll to see if I can like recall what happens to vampires during this misty state?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'd say occultism or history, like you said, would probably make the most sense.
Totally.
Could I either roll separately or give him some kind of boon with my 100 ways to die for identifying weaknesses? I guess he doesn't have. It says zeroing weaknesses in bodies and how best to kill creatures.
You know what? I'll still say you guys are just like shouting back and forth in battle. I'll allow a help die with this check for sure.
Nice.
You're talking it over.
And,
basically, you're like openly discussing the next
this?
steps too. I feel like, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
And also with my character build, I did the optional ancestry options. So I picked up storm knowledge, plant knowledge, critter knowledge, earthen knowledge, and predict weather. So I have any type of nature check you could throw me.
Wow, that's amazing.
My character knows things, and that's about it.
Our character knows some things. Okay, cool. So you're getting a
So,
7 added to it.
Yeah.
And what type of role should I go for? You said it was going to be...
Probably history or occultism.
Okay, definitely.
Dirty 20.
Very good. Okay.
If it's higher than a 20, will he learn more?
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna say no. Not in this instance. You recall, and it's like seeming to line up the way that, honestly, you guys have like taunted the heck out of this guy, and with what he's talking about, like his pride being part of the curse of vampirism, you would venture to guess that if it was possible, he would probably stay and fight to the death. And honestly, it'd be like a win-win for him because he either dies and he's like, cool, or he wins and his pride is honored. So it must be almost like an overwriting situation where as this mist form, he's being like ripped back to a specific place. And you recall the perfect wide that you're pretty confident with the concept. He must be recalled to a specific place that is, or some sort of like something like that before he can like regenerate more or less. And the curse basically sustains him from there. So it's like a forced pull, whatever, regardless of what he wants, he's being pulled somewhere to be regenerated.
With that, I guess, little bit of knowledge that I remember, would I also remember if they can be killed in mist form, or do they have to be killed in their final resting place?
You do remember they have to be killed in their final resting place, even to the point that like, if you are like the best magician there is, the best mage that exists, you might be able to affect them in mist form with magic, but still not kill them.
So do we think we can keep up with this mist?
We're gonna have to, unless you got a genie's bottle that'll. I think we need to
have
run
like a wind
from these
spell?
vampires. I think we just need to run.
What if I use my turn to run up there and throw the bag of holding, put him in the bag of...
Hey, than I had.
The mist out, and then we can follow the mist more effectively.
I mean, like, I can use
Interesting.
my turn to run up. I got the bag of holding, and
Listen, I'm gonna say it would be very difficult, but possible.
I give him a whole turn to try it. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, he's in mist form, and he's being pulled. Like, he's being pulled. We know what...
Direction.
Yeah.
I do have.
You could
Hunter's
probably
Mark.
assume he would have to avoid issues, though. Like if it was.
I think
the
the
other way.
only problem is going to be, I'll be like this guy is, and we don't know anything about that guy.
Yeah.
That I'm afraid if I do that and I get up there and I fail, that's something pretty big. That I'm going to have that guy to contend with.
We can.
And I think you guys are right. Maybe we do this as a disengage and try to get out of this type of thing.
Yeah, I think we need to track the mist and possibly, if the mist is too slow, fight off the tracking the mist. This could end up being like a traveling fist fight going across the town.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You
Well,
know,
the thing is, where is it? Is it in another country? We're going to be traveling for weeks, chasing this mist.
Honestly.
That's what I'm worried about.
And we do have a job to do.
Yeah, do we just try to clear these? We're gonna have to clear these guys out at some point.
I mean, who's gonna build the statue now? I'm no
Well,
good at
that
that.
seems minor compared to this massive vampire issue.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, sure, but like the whole town is just gone now. So like we almost don't need to care about it.
Yeah, we should send an
Well,
alert
we
though.
we gotta kill these
Little tap on
thralls. We can't leave the thralls.
For sure. I definitely don't want to be caught with those in a dark alley.
And who knows? Like, if this mist goes far enough away, maybe these thralls cease to exist themselves too.
I was wondering if there was a connection between them or not. I would love to see the mist affect the think they hold a connection.
Yeah.
At the very least, if they do hold a connection, it's the opposite of what we want because they didn't reanimate until his presence was less.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go away just because the mist is gone. 'Cause that's what triggered them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be casting fire. I'm gonna be casting firebolt at these guys. Is what I'm gonna be doing.
Okay. So yeah, if
I'd
we can,
probably do
if you
Chaos
guys want to
Bolt,
land
too.
on a solid priority or goal, maybe we can transition this to work a little bit easier to make that happen.
Half a fight, half a skill challenge, tracking the
Yep.
mist is kind of what
Okay.
I
I
was
could-
thinking.
I'll focus on tracking him since I got the hunter's mark on him. I have advantage on awareness or survival checks to find him.
Nice.
Nice.
That is
Very
really
good.
helpful,
Well, I didn't
actually.
take it off of him just in case.
Okay.
I have an MP left. I can try to cast slow time to make it last a little bit longer, but it only lasts out of combat. It only lasts for a minute. So if that gives you any sort of advantage for a little bit, I don't know if it's going to be worth doing. Otherwise, like I said, I'll just cast Vanish. But I don't even have the MP for that. I've used all my MP up for what's that one MP.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's let's throw
Yeah.
the crunch of the rules a little bit back in the blender for a second, smooth things out. Okay. So here we go. Yog, you are definitely give me a vague action. It sounds like you're going to be the one tracking the mist specifically, like your point mist tracker, correct?
So
I think so.
what I'll do, what I'm gonna do is I'll like the thralls that are around Yog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be throwing firebolt. Like I'm gonna vicious mockery this one to get its attention. I'm gonna at this one
Yep.
to kind of give Yog an opportunity to.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I want their attention on me to let Yog go.
Okay, that sounds good. And then what is Lyrian doing as we're
So I was going to be
engaging in
throwing
this?
chaos.
Okay.
I'm going to
Sweet.
do the same thing as Magnus, but slightly more chaotic.
Okay, cool. That's perfect. That sounds great. Okay, so let's get a survival check from Yog and spell checks from you guys. We'll tell the story based on the rolls. Now the priority is much less about standing and fighting and much more about leaving and hopefully tracking.
I would use my SP and one of my APs to use my omen and give you can have you can have that 14, so you can turn one of those into a 14.
Nice, thank you.
I'm cool with that.
make sure
Don't
That'll
worry
be
about
real helpful.
from here on. We're not going to worry about but actually for that. So that sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Can I roll
And,
awareness instead of survival?
Sure. Yeah, that
It's
makes
not
sense.
a big difference. But can I still roll with advantage as well because the hunter's mark?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And with my chaos bolt, it's going to be lightning damage this time.
14.
Okay, sweet. Okay. So where'd everyone land?
23 for me.
18 lightning damage.
Okay, sick.
14.
So, okay, perfect. So, Yog, you actually have a bit of a hard time tracking for a second, especially because there's like immediate threats around you and you're like, crap. But thankfully, both of your buddies back you up big time where like both of the creatures around you are just like, you're like, I gotta get by these guys. How's it? It's just like decimated with elemental to the point that they are like blasted back away from you, unable to like step out away from them at this point to continue tracking the mist as it's moving. So that works seamlessly. The pursuit is on. Now, it's gonna be another round of this basically. So you guys are heading your way out You guys would have too, I imagine, if you wanted to. Generally, it doesn't matter too much, but unless you actively wanted to stay where you were, it'd probably bring you up a little bit too.
No, I would be moving to try to keep providing Yogg support, basically.
Yeah, that sounds good. So yeah, if you want to
Basically,
basically gather up with Yogg, that's perfectly fine. And honestly, let's say that he actually got a little further, and so did you guys. And that first, like, that was enough to kind of keep you moving without too much of a issue there. So as things are moving on, basically you're getting to the point where you're going to cross paths with this other vampire. So you're noticing right away he's holding a chisel in his hand, and it's like his hand is just like rigor mortis stuck around this chisel, like he can't open his hand. And it's been that way like forever. So you can tell he's not perfectly functional as a vampire either. But there is a brief moment where you see him like look at you guys and realize what's happening. And you see his same, like his form, just like a silvery smoke, just like vanishes and is like right in front of you guys. And it's going to be like perfectly splitting like you and Yogg. So now what do you guys do? One vague action each.
Can I roll an attack this time?
Sure. Whatever you're thinking.
Can I get flanking bonuses?
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. That's one of the few reasons it's worth actually keeping the map up still.
And I feel like I should switch up the checks too. Like if I did like awareness last time, I should do something different this time.
Yeah. I'd say specifically in this case, that's like kind of your biggest priority out of this whole situation. I will let you repeat that check if you can't think of something else that makes sense. Like that would be the thing you're doing, and I can live with that. So, Chris, Alex, what are you guys thinking?
Me, I would. I got. So he's saying like we're running, we're going, and he just shows like right up in front of us.
Yeah, pretty much teleports similarly to the way the other vampire does.
Maybe one of you guys should stay on the mist.
I would cast slow time on it to try to slow it and stun it. Is basically all I would try to do.
Okay, that sounds awesome. So yeah, basically as soon as it appears, you're able to cast that as you see that it's like lunging towards one of you guys, and basically you're attempting to just like catch it halfway and kind of disrupt that and screw it up.
Yeah,
that sounds good. Then, Alex, what are you thinking? You are muted. Oh wait,
you're still muted.
Muted.
Sorry about that. My approach was going to be somewhat similar. I wanted to slow my enemies, but I basically wanted to make the lightning cloud behind me, and it just like follow me. So like anything that like tries to get behind us is going to get stuck with it. And I can also add a mana enhancement to make it like actually brisk cloud to impose slow. So if I give it mana enhancements, I can actually make it slow.
Okay. That sounds good. If you'd like to, if your action roll with advantage with a spell check to see how that goes. Nice. And then same thing. Okay, so Magnus, you are slowing this guy as well. If you're using mana, you can roll with advantage.
Okay, and that would be 22.
Okay.
27 for me.
23.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then Alex, what was yours?
23.
Okay. Dang, those are all really good. Okay. So this guy lands right in front of you guys, and Magnus, you like immediately, like lightning fast, you strike him to the point that he almost like freezes midair for a second. And it's like perfectly enough time for you guys to be able to like sidestep him. Lyrian, you're like, you see him appear, he freezes, and you're like, okay, turn back. And you're already noticing the thralls are attempting, like this one's already jumped back down. They are attempting to chase you the best they can as well. This one's like coming over this way, gonna be an issue soon, basically. But you do land the cloud there as well, and they're immediately just like swept up on it. All of them stumble at once and just like roll into a ball for a second before they're able to actually stand back up, and then just like getting shocked as they're doing that. And all of you guys are able to move up a bit further still. I moved the mist the wrong direction, which is funny. He should be moving in this direction. So that's also interesting. You are noticing as you're coming up here that this mist is likely going to cross this chasm and maybe even attempt to like direction it's going to be like leading over the waterfall here shortly as well. So
I was worried about that.
What are you guys doing? You have managed to decently kind of avoid the crowd. Like escaping is less of an issue now.
I go.
I mean, I can try it.
Unless you can fly.
No, I can make like a. You can say that I just used everything I got in me, and I'm just gonna make a diving thing at it with like the bag. I'm gonna grab that bag. I would have had the bag of holding out, and I'm running, and I've seen it getting close to the edge, and I'm just gonna jump and dive and try to use the bag of holding to see if I can capture the mist.
Okay.
Magnus is also in the world's coolest position to do a crane swing.
That's totally true.
Oh.
There.
I mean, think so? I mean, I'll try
sure.
it. Of course. We'll go narratively for that.
Absolutely.
Can I do a trickery check, like run up and swing the crane, like try to like quickly do the controls or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're noticing right now the crane is like latched in place. It's not meant to be like free flowing where the wind can just blow it around, because like that's dangerous as heck. So you're noticing it has like a latch pin that you could actually make this possible for Magnus.
I'm gonna run by and I'm gonna grab that hook.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to hook it to myself, so that way if I go over the ledge, I'm hooked
Oh,
in.
nice.
I'm gonna do that big like grab it, hook it, and just run and dive and like everything I got.
I love that so much. Okay, what's Lyrian doing in this mess? You see Yogg run over and like grab this pin. Magnus, just like jams this hook like through some of his armor. And what are you doing?
So Lyrian really, really wants to help. He's got like no idea of how the heck he can actually help in this situation.
That's fair.
He wants to like, give him a lift off, but maybe he's like a little bit too far. He wants to like, I don't know, strap himself to it and go with him.
Yeah.
I can't really think of anything that I can do at the moment, honestly, to help this situation. So
That's totally fair.
I want to give a help die, but I feel like Lyrian's just standing there like.
That's really funny. We'll figure it out. I know that smart, right?
Yeah.
Another spell?
Okay.
Jack,
Maybe you
can I
can be
keep-
specific.
Can you enlarge item?
Yeah, if you want, I can alter your size. I can
Ooh.
alter a person or item.
Like a bag
Enlarge
holding?
the bag of holding.
Oh, cool. That works for 10 minutes then.
There you go.
Enlarge
Oh,
the
no,
bag of
that works
holding.
for 1 minute.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That way-
Okay.
It gives
That's
me
fun.
something bigger to work towards to try to, yeah.
Okay.
Good idea.
This
Thank
is a last second ditch effort. And this is how it's going to go. Yogg, probably a trickery check. Grab that pin and pull it in a way that is like actually helpful and functional. And you got to time it right and everything else. It's going to be a mess.
Oh.
Magnus or acrobatics, I would say.
Okay.
And Lyrian, I'll let you either make a spell check to add to this or a help die for Magnus. Take your pick.
Do you want to help die?
Help die, I think, is going to be a better. Yeah, I think a help die helps more than a spell check.
Excellent.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's on the higher end.
Pretty good.
25 for
Oh.
me.
Good.
And
good,
I am
good.
doing a acrobatics is what I'm going to do.
I feel
Okay.
like I had to like run and like slide between his legs to
Yes.
get something crazy.
So this
like
is
that.
all on me. This is on me for right now.
Yeah, a little
It's on
bit.
you now.
A little bit.
Please.
It's all rest.
If I needed a nat 20, if I ever needed a nat 20, ever.
Yeah.
This is like when I really want this nat 20. I wish I
Yep.
had kept that omen now.
Yep.
Foresight.
Oh,
Yes, I've never seen it.
All right.
That's
Yogg,
at 30.
you slide through the legs of your companions to get holding down the like the anchor to this thing so it actually moves. You time this thing up perfectly where you pull the pin and you hear a loud click to the like you set it off in a way that it actually continues, like it rapidly catapults Magnus through. He's diving, he's in the air, and honestly, you including Magnus, you're like, I just dove off this cliff. I'm gonna die. You're like, this is not good. And then the bag that you're holding, the bag of holding that you're holding, enlarges, parachutes you enough that you're like over top of this mist at this point. It wasn't a matter of catching up. And like, you literally just like swipe down aggressively and just like slam the bag into the ground. And you just captured a master form in your bag of holding.
As I go slamming down, like I'm sure like I'm over the cliff, right?
Yeah, basically.
I'm
really
just-
close.
I'm gonna pull the bag of holding up and I'm just gonna say to it, I am Batman.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
But yeah, I'm just like pull me up, pull me up. I got him. Pull me up.
And with my 0 might, I'm trying my hardest.
Right. Collectively, you are able to pull him up just in time. Like, you're noticing that the rest of the thralls and the other vampire are like right up on you. And so we're going to do a couple quick checks to basically continue to just get the heck out of there. So go ahead. Let's do some, honestly, let's just get athletics or acrobatics. Take your pick.
Okay.
Acrobatics for me.
Every check was fantastic.
That was just supposed to be a 1 for me. Sorry about that.
Oh,
the,
no problem.
The 18 or the 17, definitely not.
All of your rolls were absolutely amazing. So you guys do manage somehow completely unscathed. You actually do manage to completely continue, like you are booking it up the rest of this pathway here. And you are able to kind of just like fight these guys off to the point that you loop all the way back around town. Like, it's obnoxious, but you stay ahead of these guys enough that they can't quite catch you. Even the thralls, like, you're watching them trying to get an edge on you. Every time you do, you make a turn. You do phenomenally, outpacing them the entire way, all the way back to your cart and horse. And at that point, you just hardly outrun them on the cart.
It's comforting at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Could we be like at that point as we're running and we know we got to get away?
Yeah.
We hit our tattoo.
Oh yeah, that's way cooler.
As we're running and we're jumping off rooftops, Ozzy comes swooping in.
Yes.
And we just jump on his back like we're in, like he like kind of gets us away.
Yeah, 100%. Except for Lyrian, who Ozzy just has like in his hands as he's flying, which is terrifying.
It'll be scary at first, but you're also going to hear the underbelly of a dragon. Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Bank's 337,000 scales on this thing. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, for real though, nice that Roll20 just did not absolutely hate us. I feel like.
Whoo, y'all got
it worked out. It worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Like,
y'all did good.
This is one of the times I'm telling you, like, I don't think I've ever had Roll20 be this nice to us this consistently.
Hey, the only time I rolled badly was when I rolled 6 at once, you know.
We actually rolled a lot of lower numbers than you're thinking. It's just that we did single everything into it. Because there's times, I mean, Alex, you rolled like a 1, 2 5s.
There was a couple of 1s, honestly, for
me.
And I was super, super, like, this close to just saying, all right, let it be a 1 and let the chaos magic table work its wonders.
Right.
Just see how it goes. But it wouldn't have done well for me.
That's true.
I rolled a 1.
No, that was cool. Okay. Oh man. Whew.
Is this something where we're just going to be able to release him now that we're on the dragon and then follow his mist on a dragon, or this require more follow up to?
Well, that's what. Hey, that's so. All right. So so let's say we're on Ozzy right now, and I'm just gonna I'm talk to you guys and be like, what do we do? We have a vampire mist in our bag of holding.
I'll be honest with you. I'll buy that bag of holding off of you, and I'll keep it in my lab, and I'll jump in this bag, see if I can get a sample. It won't work, but I'll try.
You're not opening that bag. Let that mist leak out.
I didn't even know it.
Dude, I mean, but we mentioned that the mist was heading, right? We know where we got an idea where it was heading. Do we
on a
go
map,
in?
Do we know that direction?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, but it could be anywhere infinitely around the planet, basically. Like,
but if it's pointing at the Solbrax Dominion, it might like narrow down a few things. Or if it's like pointing in the middle of nowhere, then maybe we know.
We might need to go back and like, I wouldn't mind healing up a little bit more and things like that.
And there's really nothing that'll stop us from getting like as many reinforcements as we can to march on whatever this vampire's
and do some research to find out exactly how to kill it. Because I mean, what if there's traps at the lair or other thralls and things? So even if we follow the mist, then there's a horde of stuff. So like, we need to be prepared.
And there's still a vampire lord somewhere. So this could just be the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to the vampire master. We kicked his butt so hard that an entire army follows him home.
That's pretty much how it went. That was honestly insane.
Yeah, that was. I'm so glad we rolled so well for that. I Because that one that was that like out of Homer, I would have loved for you to have gotten like a 1. And like I go to like you don't even get to pull the pin, and like I grab this like rope like this crane to jump, and it just like snags, and I'm like I get pulled back.
Literally launched just off of the just into the water.
Yeah, I would have loved that to happen as well. That would have been funny.
Maybe it's
From your characters.
yeah,
Yeah, for real.
exactly.
That was awesome. That was good. That was make this
Ooh.
Funny, because I was like, this is a little unbalanced. You need some minions to like space this out a little bit more. And you're like, all right, he finally gets to go, and now he has minions. And I was like, oh well, yeah, okay, what he needed.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
But
if you had more
roles though, like
opportunities to this system is interesting. When I was developing it was a thought that they would still have a turn but only do one action on it, and that seems necessary, but that's okay. We'll get there.
Well, you could do like at the top of the round, all of the like on his turn effects take place. You could do something where if he hasn't taken it, he takes an action at the end of the round. So it's one action per round.
Yeah, that's kind
of.
I
also feel like
the idea.
If you didn't give us the heads up for the encounter DC, we would have played normally until we figured that was the shtick. Because most of the time we did advantage 2 or 3 times to mitigate the encounter DC thing. So if we didn't know about that, then he totally would have had a bunch of turns.
Yeah. There's one thing that I like about the concept of this, and that it literally is the better that you land a hit, the less likely you are to be hit back, which is true. Like that's actually how it works. You know what I mean? It's even a built-in morale system technically. Like there's whole like have their own morale system and everything else. But this is literally the better you do, the worse the enemy does. And that's really cool narratively. Like I like the concept of that for sure.
I think it's called Rune Quest, but every single attack is a contested attack.
So I think no DC also was good because we were eating up action points. Like
that's true.
We were using them up, and it was kind of like, okay, well, what do I do with this? Like if I don't, like my for me, because I'm like AP now, like what, and I need an AP for this, but I need an AP for that. So so I think knowing it does also hinder us a little bit because we're also like, I want to make sure this hits. So I'm going to use I can do later too. So I can see it being like what you're saying though, like it's good and bad to know it. But yeah, no, like that was, and then like when all them other man, I don't have any MP left. Like I've used up. I wasn't thinking that there's gonna be some more coming out, a little bit more conservative. So when those did come out towards the end, I was like, uh-oh, what do I do?
Yeah.
And I feel like I need to take some more damaging spells because artificers don't really have the most, capabilities to do damage. But I feel like I'm like, where it's like if I don't have prep time, I do actually get screwed.
Yeah.
Lots of auxiliary for sure. And some of those you could do to give yourself bonuses. Like you could pump up stuff into a weapon or something.
True, definitely.
I think knowing it is way more fun because I think it's when you don't understand why things are happening. I mean, I do like solving puzzles to an extent, but I think it was more interesting to know and then have it be something that I could work around. That kind of really fun because then it's like, I also better only do what I'm like the best at, which is kind of cool because then you're like just doing your top skills for your player, which means you're probably like hard playing into your class, which is fun. I just probably would have done minimum of 1 round if he hadn't gone earlier in the round, and I probably would have given him a different way of the minions. I would have had a couple of minions up front.
Well, I think what you could do with it though too is use if you're gonna do it like that, do it Apex rounds. So like, have you guys messed around with Apex rounds much at all? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No,
yeah. So
I think
something Coach has been doing. He does it a lot in his campaign, his home campaign, and it's in the monster. I think it's in one of the monster manuals too. So Apex rounds are at the top of the round. The boss gets like this Apex action, so it could be like causing minions for this, or it builds up a certain type of attack for something to happen, which is
like
something that like another guy that we did where like the first round, he like the boss guy, like, it was just like one boss dude. And again, like the beginning of the Apex was he calls in these extra minions, and you're like, oh. But then he did something different. Then round 3, he could recall certain, like, summon more means if needed. So I think that kind of helps counter that whole like waiting for a reaction type thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think for this to work, I really like the concept, but I do think that the enemy needs some, and it's kind of cool because you could change the scale of what the Apex action would be, but they would have one thing they actually do per round no matter what. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and there was like one that at the beginning of the Apex round, you like everyone had to make a save. But the boss, like, if you failed to save, you were exposed 3 immediately.
Whoa. That's crazy.
And so for that one round, the boss had advantage 3.
Yeah, that's cool.
On you for an, but you had to, like, it was pretty cool because that's how the Apex rounds work. Like, it forces you to do some type of save as well, to keep something from happening. Like I think Coach did in his recent campaign. I was watching one of the sessions that the boss did like some type of they had to do a save against being blinded or something like that. I don't remember the exact thing, but it was something like that they ought to do a save, and the ones that failed, they had a negative action on them for that whole round or something. So you can do that for those.
No footprints in the chapel dust, just splintered doors and broken trust. Could have been justice, could have been clean, but nothing about this felt routine. You don't kill a story by cutting the page, you just make the next chapter meaner with age.